Hi, everyone. Just thought I would do a few tests. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. Come on, buddy. Sweet. We're in good shape, everyone. I just picked up this game today, so I think I'm just going to mess around with it until the guys show up. Let's see what this is. This is War Groove, by the way. It's like some Advance Wars thing. I'm gonna miss this guy.
This is tiresome.
Whoa. Alright, I think I'm gonna save this. I'll be right back, guys.
Does it matter where we sit? I honestly.
can I sit here?
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I tend to run
Oh,
out.
of course,
once in
yeah.
a while.
I always forget where we end up sitting as a group.
I don't think we have like assigned seating.
Not anymore. We
Not
used
anymore,
to,
yeah.
kinda. What is this? War Groove?
Yeah, there's a war groove. I
Bro,
just
this
picked
looks
it up.
so cool already.
It's fucking like. Did you ever play Advanced Wars?
No.
Oh well, it's a fantasy version of Advanced Wars.
Oh, is it tactical? Like
Yeah,
battle and stuff?
exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
I just went through the little like the very first tutorial bit. I think this is more of a tutorial. Yeah, we'll see.
That's cool, dude. I was just telling Sean today I'm in an odd spot because I finished Sekiro like several days ago or like a week ago or something.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
fuck
finally
yeah.
finished it. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
But now I want to play something new. And I don't really want to play an action game. I kind of want to like relax.
For sure.
Like I don't want to because I was on a replay of God of War. I don't want to continue
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I was on a replay of Bloodborne. Don't want to continue that. I don't want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. It just seems so meaningless to me. So I mean, it's cool, but it's not like what I want.
I've been looking for something chill too, like a city builder. Like I want something
Something,
along
dude.
the lines of Islanders, but a little bit more fleshed out, like a bigger, bigger chill city builder.
For sure, dude.
I have not found anything like that though.
I want like an RPG, but there's no like nice
Oh,
RPGs.
dude.
Like
Do you know what game I've been getting incredibly into?
what?
Mordhau.
Oh yeah, you
I
have
fucking
it.
love it.
Bro, I have such a
I love it.
okay. You know that feeling you get with a game when like you kind of want to play it, but for whatever reason, like you're too intimidated to click it, or like
Yeah.
you don't want to.
Oh, you
I'm
have
with
that?
that with Mordhau, bro. It's like every
just
time I
gotta give it
want
a
to,
little
it's just
bit.
like
Yeah. You have to give it like after you get to a certain point. I played a lot of Chivalry, so like I kind of come with like that
you
knowledge
know
in it.
all that,
yeah,
yeah.
so like I kind of picked it up pretty easy. But it's very nuanced, man.
you customize your own guy and everything.
yeah.
right?
Oh, dude, I have like.
You're balling.
Yeah, it sucks. We don't have a computer today, but I would show you guys.
we should play
next
like
time,
next
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Next time, if we're doing Risk of Rain, we should do a little bit of Mordhau too.
We should do both.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's a nuance to that fighting that it's really good, man. It's very satisfying.
I think it's honestly beyond me.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Oh,
I would have
no.
fun with it because like I just don't know.
You just have to spend some time with it,
Yeah.
and like I was telling you guys, man, like those bigger servers, it's a bloodbath. Like it's crazy. You can't really play the game like that. You have to go for the smaller dual servers.
I don't like those though. I
But-
like the bigger ones because I suck at duels. I just want to like
Oh,
get
no.
lucky and like kills.
But that's how you
know?
get better.
Yeah, I
You got to
guess.
duel people. You
Yeah,
duel
yeah.
people. You see how they're playing, and then you notice it's like, hey, you know what? Like this sword is kind of garbage. I don't like using this sword.
Yeah,
I like this instead.
Yeah.
There's like a billion weapons, man. Each of them play differently.
yeah.
The
one thing
for
that
me, it's shield and spear, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like hoplite.
but they nerf that. Yeah.
Oh.
But they nerf that a little bit. It's easier to kick off people's shields and stuff.
Oh, I
But,
think I heard that they
yeah.
went- I got that 10K gold or whatever. I
Yeah.
logged in real quick, got it, and bounced.
Yeah.
I don't know why they allow you to decline that. That's so stupid. They should just
I don't
give
know.
it to you. I know you and Arik talked about it briefly.
It's weird. Yeah. Like a
Like,
lot of weird
oh,
stuff
if,
about that
if
game.
you didn't if you didn't have any problems, then just hit decline. No, I had a ton of problems. I'll take that 10K.
The thing with it, man, is it kind of reminds me back to like a simpler time. That there's no microtransactions. Like
Oh,
it's
sure,
literally
sure.
you just have to play the game
Yeah, yeah.
and you spend the gold and you get the thing.
I mean,
and
I love-
everything's like level locked and stuff,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
have to get to a certain point. There's a server browser which I haven't seen in like maybe 10 years.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's just
Dude,
it's a reminder of simpler times. That's all.
Speaking of simpler times, you know what has me salivating? Like salivating. Like I want it.
Tell me.
Is a WoW classic.
Oh yeah, man.
I've literally been watching that on stream because it's in the beta right now, and like a few
Oh.
streamers have been playing
Oh,
it, like
cool.
big streamers, like Asmon Gold and like some other guys, and like they have like 60K viewers just like watching them.
Yeah.
Bro, it looks so fun and cozy.
Nice.
It looks so stupidly cozy, dude. It's like they're fighting the Murlocs and they kite them around, and like the leveling is slow as shit. Like this guy's played 18 hours and he's only level 21.
Oh wow.
You know, like, and they're streamers, like they're trying to
Sure.
level, and it's still just like incredibly slow process.
Dude, like I was very iffy about it until I started talking to Arig about it last week, and then I'm like, oh shit, man, wow, like I'm on board.
Not only, I mean, I get it. Like it's symbolized such a different part of our lives that we had more time.
Yeah.
It was simpler for not only games but for us and everything like that. And I'm not gonna invest in it to the point where like I'm constantly like on that shit. Like But I kind of want to experience Vanilla WoW as an adult with voice
Sure.
chat, with streams, with things.
Yeah.
I have 2 monitors. I could just fucking quest while I
Yeah.
got some stream. Dude, it's just gonna be such
It's
a
gonna be very
cozy-
different, yeah.
it's gonna be way better, dude, than it was when I was a kid. I that's what I think.
Yeah. I was thinking about this, like,
Dwarf.
I'm sorry?
Dwarf.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. But I was thinking about this, like, maybe putting out WoW Classic is so fucking genius on Blizzard's part
Yeah.
because they don't have to do much. They just put the game out. The game's going to take forever to play. And guess what they're going to do after a year? They're going to put out Burning Crusade.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they're gonna,
yeah.
I bet you anything. They're one by one. They're going to do, like, all of those, they're going to re-release the game again.
That's so funny, dude.
They're going to re-release the
No,
game
no,
again.
they-
They're going to give us the same fucking shit, and we're going to pay Primo for it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everyone's going to be happy. Like,
Bro, because they understand the fundamental thing of human nature is we like to relive our
Oh,
good
man.
experiences, dude.
Yeah.
We're always chasing the same fucking tail. Like, that's it.
Yeah, like especially right now that I really have a feeling they don't have anything else that they're working on.
That's how it seems.
That's really what it seems.
Bro, I was
Um,
hoping for something Diablo related, man.
You
like-
got your Diablo, man. What are you talking about?
What?
Immortal. You got your Diablo.
Wait, what do you mean?
Mobile game.
Oh, fuck that. No. I forgot about that, dude. What do you mean? I literally was confused as to what you're telling me. Immortal?
Yeah, dude, you got your
No, bro. They
you got
need
your
to do
Diablo
something
thing.
a little bit better.
Immortal.
I
It's never
think.
gonna die.
I guess.
It's gonna be here forever.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will play it.
Yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I'll
I'm
see what
looking,
it is.
dude, honestly,
Mobile games are great.
mobile games seem great, but I don't feel like there's a good enough ones that would catch me.
There's a handful for sure.
I have trouble finding any.
Yeah.
Like I always look, I'm
I-
like, dude, I want something to play on my phone, and I never find anything that like really.
I really like
captures
that
me.
that Polytopia game. I think I told you guys about it. It's
Maybe, can you
it's
tell
like
me?
a super simplified Civ.
Oh,
It's like
cool.
a very, very simple
you did mention it.
civilization type thing. That's
Is
cool,
it
man. It's fun.
microtransactions or
No, well, you start off. It's free. You start off with 3 of the races, and then you have to like 99 cents for each of the other ones.
That's the only
it's-
thing? That's
yeah,
fine.
that's the only thing. It's totally fair.
Cool.
Totally fair. I've been playing that game for like 2 years now. I'm just always, bathroom
Every now
stuff
and then. Yeah. I don't
You
know,
have
man.
a few free moments.
I was thinking about picking up Stardew Valley on my phone because I've never
Yeah.
played it, and that seems.
I don't know
like
how
a-
it's gonna work on the phone, man. Like
It seems
that.
okay, man. I don't know why
Hmm.
wouldn't it work on the phone? It's just a
How are you gonna move
pixelated
your
game.
guy, how are you gonna move your guy around? Like
Move with your
no,
thumb?
you need a no. You end up with so much thing like inventory stuff. You need a mouse.
I've never played it, so I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I remember playing it. I tried playing it on controller, and
it was
I'm like,
just-
nah. Like this doesn't feel right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I played that Animal Crossing Pocket Camp game
I didn't
with
like
Amber.
it too much, man.
See, the thing is, like, I like it.
I didn't get it.
But it's just a time gated Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I just didn't get it. I didn't understand.
I played with Amber, so it's like more fun. If I was alone, I wouldn't play that game at all.
Yeah.
But I play with her, and we like share our like resources if we can, and like we
sure.
compete with one another for like random things.
Yeah.
It's like fun.
Yeah, I was talking to Tanya. She picked up Pokemon Go again. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
dude,
I
a lot
think
of
I'm
people
gonna
have
pick it up
been
too.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I hear it's the best it's ever been.
Nice.
And like it's
Yeah.
like all the bells and whistles are there, and tons of new Pokemon and stuff like that. I just don't go out enough and like care to do stuff with my
sure.
phone. Like,
Yeah. I'll pick it up. I'll see how it's doing.
dude, I even
haven't played it
canceled
since it came out.
Spotify Premium. I had that,
No.
and I just never ended up using it.
Mm.
I just don't use my phone when I'm like out to do anything except
Oh,
browse
sure.
the internet. I don't
How
listen to
about when
music.
How
I
about
don't
when you're
like,
driving? Well, what do you do when you're driving?
I listen
like
to
commute?
NPR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
All
just
right.
listen to
Well, there you
radio.
go.
I don't
Yeah.
have a.
I just listen to podcasts with Joe Rogan and.
I don't have like a thing to connect my phone.
Mm.
Like my car's old, it's 2004. Like
Oh.
it doesn't have like a convenient thing. The most convenient thing that it would have to connect is I have a tape deck, so I could get a blank tape
Oh,
and do the.
yeah, but,
but
like,
that's
that
kind of
stuff is just super
janky.
finicky and
Yeah.
the cable that I used to connect my phone died, and I've been lazy and I haven't bought a cable, so I just play it on speaker. I put it in the cup holder, and it kind of acts as a speaker, man.
yeah,
like it just
yeah.
amplifies it.
You don't have any
And
of
if
those like
I'm
mini
just there-
Bluetooth speakers or anything?
Nah, I just need to. I'm lazy, dude. I just need to buy that cable.
Bro, I get it.
Yeah.
I can totally solve my problems too, but I just don't give a, who cares?
Yeah.
It's not a big enough problem that I care.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Just what I have in place right now just works fine.
But I like NPR. I love listening to the news. So
yeah, no, I should start listening to NPR for sure.
they have great podcasts, dude.
Yeah,
They have
yeah, no, they do.
Dude, there's this really
I've
cool
listened to some of their
podcast.
stuff.
The
It's-
big one. Have you heard about
Big
that?
one,
It's
no.
about the earthquake that's like bound to hit California.
Oh Jesus.
But it's like about how to prepare, all this information you might not necessarily know, like things about earthquakes. Did you know like there's like an earthquake in California like every minute?
Oh shit.
But we
man.
don't register it because they're
Because they're
usually
too
fairly
small?
weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they literally almost every minute there's like an earthquake. Just an interesting podcast.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a bunch that I
Yeah.
like. I love Terry Gross, dude. Her what is it? It's Fresh Air with Terry Gross. Her interview style is like bomb. She's like
Yeah.
one of my goals in life is to be someone
Oh,
important
man.
enough to be interviewed by her. Like
Wow.
she's baller. I love Terry
Terry Gross.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
She's
check her
really
out.
great.
Yeah. Some NPR podcasts. Like I think S-Town. I think is S-Town NPR.
Maybe. I haven't heard
It was
about
like one of the storytelling podcasts about
Oh, cool.
like this random. It's like some random town in the middle of nowhere. S-Town is like shit town, and it's like a murder mystery sort of thing. I don't want to give away too much, but
Sure.
holy shit, dude, it's very good.
I've heard of Serial, but
yeah,
I've never
Serial
heard it.
Are also very good.
Those murder
yeah.
mystery ones seem pretty weird, man. They seem like
They're-
weird in concept to me.
Yeah, it's like it's journalism because they're based on like actual things.
Yeah, totally.
So
It's podcast journalism, I guess.
podcast journalism. Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
it's really cool. It's really cool.
nice. Dude.
I think I've only listened to those, and then David recommended me. Who's the really eccentric workout guy from the '80s? I forget his name.
I don't know. Maybe Arik knows? I don't know.
Shit, man, like super curly hair, shortish guy.
I don't know. I know who you're talking
Oh
about,
my god,
but I don't know.
Gene Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Okay.
Finding Gene Simmons.
What the
And
fuck?
like at some point in his life, like he just disappeared. He just like went home and never came out. And then like so it's a big story. Is that like what happened? So the entire podcast is about that. It's
that is something David
it's
would
quite
listen
fascinating.
to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
For sure,
he
dude.
told me about it. I'm like, oh my god, dude, that is the weirdest shit. I will check it out.
Yeah. That sounds like his cup of tea for sure, dude.
Yeah.
He not made me. I mean, we watched like this documentary about this guy who set the record for like this arcade game back in the day. I forget the
Oh,
game itself.
The King of Kong.
No, it was a different
not
one.
that.
It was like
Oh,
some
okay.
obscure arcade game that like he set the record and then the record was disputed and then he could never get it back and all this stuff.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
a weird documentary.
Yeah, King of Kong.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, it might have been. It was so long ago. I don't
is
know.
the guy that wore the USA tie,
Maybe.
like long hair.
Perhaps, yeah. But it was a cool documentary. I mean,
Yes.
arcade life, dude.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who's like actually dying to come on this show, but he lives kind of far away, so it's difficult. And he plays pinball and arcade games
Ooh.
like constantly. And he's always like, his name is Ivan, and he's always going in for Smash tournaments,
Oh,
like
cool.
at his local arcade, and he's always like competing, and he's like pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
Very interesting guy.
You should come on for the competition.
Dude, I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
You tell
Once
me
we
wh-
have it, yeah.
when is weekly tan? I mean, that we should just do as like our
with
own
them?
thing with the weekly
Yeah.
tangent. Yeah, like
For a weekly, I was telling Arik last week, like we're taking a little bit of a break.
I
Like,
saw- I
they're
heard
just
that,
kind of
yeah.
like getting more guests and stuff, like putting their ducks in a row.
but they should still come on and we
Yeah,
should
yeah,
play
totally. Yeah.
Smash.
I'll talk to Martin.
It doesn't need to be like a big thing, just like
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah, I'll talk to Martin and we'll sort it out. It'll be fun.
They'll get wrecked.
They'll get.
Dude,
they have
I'm
no
telling
idea.
you, I think Squad Strike is like too fun.
Yeah,
I
like
love-
Squad
I
Strike.
think
man.
Squad Strike is the way
Yeah.
to go for amateur
Mhm.
tourney level. And then when you get to semifinals, finals, and
Yeah,
grand finals,
for
then
sure.
you do the 1v1s with like your whatever,
Yes.
know, whatever.
Yeah.
But like to even prove that you're worthy of getting there, I think you have to show versatility in your cast. And I say this as someone who's not versatile. So I'm
Sure.
not like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it is simply the way to play is Squad Strike to show that you not only are you good at one hero, you're good at Smash.
Yeah.
Right?
No, for sure.
And then from there,
I agree 100%.
yeah, later
man.
levels of the
I-
tourney.
I agree 100%. But like you said, like once we get the semifinals,
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be like 1v1, and it should be like either 2 stock or 3 stock. We
The
just decide.
usual tourney rules
Yeah.
or whatever we decide to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one character, like
One character,
like
yeah.
your main or whoever you want,
And
really.
then
You
it-
could choose
like
them.
I would say it would be like a best of 3.
yeah.
like,
or well, grand finals maybe best of 5.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Dota style.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But I like we'll talk about this, but I do think for those we should do 2 stock, not 3.
Yeah, whatever. Honestly,
think
like two stock
two-stock
has
just
its own
feels-
interesting
Yeah.
dynamic.
In 3 stock, like you have room to fuck up and you can still be okay. But
I
in
think
2
that's the
stock,
point
like,
of it, right?
Yeah, but in 2 stock, like you have to be on your shit for those 2 stocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can still come back. Like the comeback is even
Totally.
more fucking
Yeah,
interesting because
totally.
you're like, no, two stock is great. Yeah, two stock is fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I'm fucking down. I'm 2 down.
Who would your 3 be for your
For Squad Strike, it would be Mewtwo, Incineroar, and either Greninja
Oh.
or Joker.
Oh, okay.
I like Joker a lot.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was practicing with Piranha Plant. Man, you were there
Piranha
when we
Plant
were
is the
playing
best,
that.
dude.
He's so good.
He's the best.
He's so good
Yeah.
doing that fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's
It's like
strong
once you
as
get,
fuck.
yeah, man, and it's deceiving.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
really deceiving. The range on that,
And it has
if you
super
can-
armor.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't get sometimes you can't get interrupted on it.
Yeah. And if you get someone at the tip of the,
Oh, la, la, la,
of the
la.
thing, then
Just the tip, man.
yeah, that's it. Just the tip.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love having the full poison, doing the poison, and then trapping them in the A.
Oh,
It's
for
like,
sure.
It's
Yeah,
so
that's the
great.
dream, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I might
but my
include
three-
Ganondorf in a squad
I
strike.
think my
too.
3 would be Piranha Plant. I have to think about the second one, and then Bowser for last.
Mm-hmm.
Bowser is like the anchor.
Bowser's your last.
No, yeah,
The
I
Bastion.
I feel very comfortable with Bowser.
Who else do you play in general? Like not just for squad, but like in general, who else have you
I
played?
kind of I like Zelda a lot.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Zelda,
that's
like
right.
well, when Zelda, like when I play Zelda well, I play Zelda really well. But,
But sometimes it's
sometimes
a
like
miss.
yeah, it's very easy to counter her. You just have to get like very close, and then
Dude, honestly,
it's
like-
kind of hard.
I would be so tempted to throw Ganondorf into my squad strike because he's just such a pub stomper, dude.
Yeah.
Like he literally like, I mean, you know,
You got one stock ahead, and you pull the fucking David.
pull the David, or literally like you get one hit off and it's 40%, dude. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? What do you mean? You could balance the scales with just like a bit of luck. He has so much variance for fucking luck. Yeah, I you know, squad strike would just be very fun, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm very partial to Joker. I like Joker. I love
Yeah.
how agile he is,
Mm.
and I think of everyone that we play with, I get his like super form ult off way more consistently. Like,
Oh, cool.
in a stock, I'll get it off like 5 times.
Oh, wow.
I know when to do his thing. I know like
You
how
have to
time
charge it up.
Not to charge it up. It's like it's like an extended counter
Right.
where you press down B and you hold down B, and during that time, if you're hit even several times, you take half damage. So you still take damage,
Oh.
but you stay still. You're not staggered,
Oh, okay.
and that charges up your thing. You
Oh,
also
gotcha.
charge it by getting hit. So over time, if you're playing poorly, it balances out with that, or if you're sustaining damage with the counter, it balances out. If you press down B and let it go immediately, you do a very minor weak counter. And I do it once in a while, but usually I like to hold it so that I can sustain a bit more.
Gotcha.
But he's very fun. He's super fun. He zones you with his thing. His gun seems useless. I don't really use his gun. It's just like a shooting gun. No, it's so it's just
yeah,
the B,
yeah.
I think. But you could do it while you're in the air and shoot down to mess with people who want to up A you.
Right.
But I'm
Oh.
not good at that. So, yeah.
What's up, our egg?
What up? What up? Yeah,
we are
we're just
streaming,
chilling,
man. Come on
chill
in.
grilling.
Come on in, my dude.
How's it going, guys?
Good,
Pretty good, man. Pretty
How
good.
you doing?
Restroom. Good.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
But yeah, dude,
Show.
we should get them on soon and just try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just show them who's boss.
How many? It's like 3 people or 4 people, right?
It's like 3
With the guest.
3 common, like 3
Yeah, yeah.
recurring.
Dude, I skimmed through that episode you told me to skim through. Yeah,
What'd you
man,
think?
truly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say too. I'm not gonna harp on it because we have for several
No, for
times.
sure.
But you know, I
Yeah.
saw what you meant. Yeah, I saw what you meant.
Yeah.
So you know,
It is what it is.
indeed.
What up, Arg?
What's up, guys?
What
You
up,
okay,
big
bro?
boy? That was a quick little bathroom break.
I just washed my hands.
Oh, for sure.
Very good, man.
Welcome, welcome.
How you been, bro? How's your day?
Good. Tired,
Yeah.
but good.
But good tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell
It's
yeah.
as good as I want to make it. So,
Very good.
you shaved?
Yeah, I shaved. That's why I was absent last week, guys. I was
Yeah.
shaving.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
the
no.
beard,
I know, man. It takes time.
your beard was so thick and large that I'm sure it was like a deforestation.
It was very much a deforestation. Yeah. Oh, I should get off Wi-Fi.
You
Yeah, please.
had to
Hopefully
hire a
that hasn't
crew.
Oh, boy. I'll be right back, guys.
Do you have to hire a crew for the
For the
deforestation of your beard?
Dude, what do they say in Age of Empires when they're gathering wood?
Oh yeah.
What is
I don't
that shit?
remember, but that's
Fuck.
the good one.
That's a good one,
That
right?
is
If
a
I
good one.
remembered, it would be
Yeah,
a
it
great
would have
one.
been an even better one. Yeah, it would have been the one.
It would have been the one, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, man, you're on that Terraria lust.
No, I'm on the lust of I want to play games with my friends, and
Dude,
so
I want to
just
play
hunt
something
for-
new.
I don't necessarily feel like playing something new.
I do.
Particularly.
Since beating Sekiro,
That's
I
like
want to play
a-
something new.
But that's like a trap. That like craving to want to have something new because there's
Yeah.
so many new things. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
shortage of new things. It's
But
just
they don't feel new, man.
exactly well because they're not that great.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I want to go back to just something that I already knew was great and that I love and enjoy, and it's
Yeah.
like solid instead of like trying to find something new but also really good and solid. Like the chances you're gonna have something
No,
hit
bro,
the
you just
spot
gotta keep
perfectly.
looking. You gotta keep looking.
keep
Bro,
spending
I-
money, keep buying
If it's
games
not on the
left
Steam
and right.
top seller list or thing, I
Mordhau's
don't
number
care.
1, bro. Play Mordhau.
Even then,
Bro, after fucking playing Sekiro, you'll do very good at Mordhau.
No, bro, they're so different.
No,
they're
bro. It's
so
the same
different.
game, bro. Get out of here.
No, they're so different.
same game.
Dude, I mean, I was telling you.
I
earlier,
would. I think I could wreck both of you guys at Mordhau like
You
at the
can-
same time, like
you-
2v1.
Dude, not
Easy.
only
Easy.
can you, I wouldn't even know how to keep up with you. You understand? I've already dueled you several
With
times.
which
1v1.
arsenal?
I don't know what you're
With
doing.
which arsenal?
What do you mean? With
What equipment? Not
oh.
just any equipment. I'm
Oh,
sure you
yeah.
have your setup that you direct to.
Yeah, I have like 10 different setups that I just.
But
kinda
there's
play
one
with.
that you're probably
Yeah,
better
my
at than
main
the
one.
rest. Yeah, your main.
it's
What's your main?
Shield and spear, dude.
Shield and spear.
Yeah, shield
Okay.
and spear, and I have a short sword.
So what's the counter
Dude,
to?
short sword seems pretty nasty.
Yeah.
As like, can you main a short sword? Do you think is that like viable
Oh,
and be like kind
no,
of
not-
quick and
Anything's
Yeah,
viable.
yeah,
that you
yeah.
can-
No,
you
yeah.
can
You
add.
could do like daggers and stuff, and those guys are really annoying.
those
you
like
have
they
to get
just
the
get
right
in your
perks
fucking
though.
face, dude.
Yeah,
They keep
they don't do
spamming.
any damage, but yeah,
It's quick. Before
very
you
quick.
get your swing off, they already start slashing at
Yeah.
you. What's the counter to spear shield?
you just gotta kick, like
Kick?
just get in my
I don't-
face and
I
kick.
never
But like
kick.
I know that. Well, it's
Yo,
very
I
powerful.
don't even know what the button.
Oh, they
for
got
kick
buffed,
is.
right? Kick
Yeah,
got buffed.
Kick
I
just
don't
got
even know
buffed.
what the button for the
F.
kick
F.
is. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I never used kick. Just I forgot
Did
what
you
it
know
was.
the tutorial?
You gotta.
Yeah, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
what it was, so I just
Oh,
stopped.
for sure.
Never used it. But
Yeah,
you
but,
gotta kick.
I try to mix it up.
I know how to counter kicks though, because
How do you
don't
counter
you
kick?
with
you
a
can
kick?
kick back.
Oh, you kick back.
You kick
so
back
like
at the
I
exact
anticipate.
time.
Yeah, I anticipate when the kick is coming. If the
Okay.
kick is coming, I back up, you kick, and I stab you.
I see.
Done. End of story,
I
dude.
see. All right.
No,
let's-
you'd I mean,
All right, do you have more now?
yeah, man, I
you
was
do?
playing with you guys.
Oh,
with
that's
that
right.
last
Bro, we
one.
should
that's right.
play. We should
Okay,
play.
then, let's take up the challenge. 2v1.
Bring it, man.
Are you down?
Yeah.
Legit.
I mean,
Let's
sure,
Just shut
yeah.
him down, put him in his place.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And then we'll have
Okay,
another
okay.
conversation.
Sure,
Uh-huh.
man. Well, I'm gonna make a loadout though. I have like a lot
Yeah.
of gold, so
Do
I'm gonna
whatever
do
you
that.
want, man.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
doesn't matter. The fact that you just dare physically as just an additional distraction.
Dude, we
I
had
think
a
that's
lot of
all I need.
one-on-ones, Oleg. I remember
Huh?
that one time we played. We had a lot of one-on-ones that were
Dude,
happening.
We
yeah.
had a few random ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I remember I screamed into the mic when I murdered you.
Dude, like
Dude,
I
that
like
game-
I like
dude,
the
that
larger
game is
maps
just
because
that game
I like
is
the chaos.
that game is full of hilarity, man.
Yeah,
It's really
like those
funny.
big, especially those bigger ones. Like you get some crazy stupid shit.
Do you get
happening.
wrecked by fire? I hear fire is like insane.
Oh, yeah, I made
people
a
who do
fire-
the fire bombs.
So
and
yeah,
shit.
I made a fire class. So I start off with 3 fire bombs, and I have a perk that if I kill someone, then they drop everything. So I throw 3 fire bombs at one guy, I burn him alive, and I pick up all his shit, and I continue playing.
Oh wow,
That's pretty cool.
It's very fun.
I like the perks.
I'm sure there's
Yeah,
like
the
a
perks
huge
are fun.
meta.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that, dude, I see
Yeah.
like posts like on 4chan's video game thing every day. Mordhau thread, post your mercenaries. And they're just posting like the coolest looking
They're builds.
people,
Wait,
dude.
where is this?
Different builds.
wanna
on
see
4chan
this.
on
4chan.
on
Oh,
like
okay.
the video game
Yeah.
Bro,
forum.
of course
on
it's
it.
a 4chan game. That is the 100% 4chan
Yeah,
game.
bro, for sure.
Oh my god,
Bro,
There's
for
a
sure.
dedicated yell button, dude.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like X.
Yeah, that's not chivalry. That was one of the funnest parts of chivalry.
Everyone's
running
just
down
spamming
Warcraft.
that.
Yeah, as you're running, it makes you feel good. You can really feel like how people would be pumped, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
army against army. You got the war drums, like
I was telling you, I mean, like
Oh,
it's
man,
one of those
so
games.
fun. It's so
It's
fun.
one of those games like I want to play it, but you know when I see it on my Steam and I want to play it, I'm like, damn, man, I feel intimidated. Like I don't want to just
that's
start it right
exactly
now.
how I feel like with Sekiro.
I'm with,
Yeah.
with that and Mordhau. Like I feel that in Mordhau.
I want to play Sekiro, but every time I see it on my Steam list, I'm like, I know how I'm gonna feel
Yeah.
trying to get through that part again, and I don't want to feel that right now. You know,
We got it though, man.
eventually.
I'm
yeah.
in the
mean,
same situation as you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta tell you guys, having beaten it, Apex game.
Yeah.
Great.
Game of the year, hands down.
For
Apex
me,
Legend,
so far,
baby.
it's the
Yeah.
no, not
No.
it is its own legend.
Is there a
yeah.
new game plus?
Yeah, I'm in New Game Plus
Okay,
right now.
Cool.
Actually, it's cool because in New Game Plus, there's like different difficulty options
Yeah.
in a way. So, at the beginning of New Game Plus, you get this thing called Kuro's charm, and it's the charm of the kid, like the kid, your lord, and you can either choose to give it back to him or keep it. If you keep it, the game is normal, how you guys know the game to be.
Yep.
If you give it to him, then not only are enemies stronger, but when you successfully or when you deflect but not parry, you take chip damage.
Oh shit!
So you still get damage on deflects instead of taking no damage. So I gave him the charm. So now I'm playing New Game Plus like in the hard mode, and I'm probably gonna ring the bell on the temple too and do the super hard.
So technically
mode
you can't like cheat by.
You can't. Yeah, you can't
deflect like
dance.
spam deflect.
You actually have to get your timing like correct.
Huh?
Yeah,
You have to like parry the full.
But
thing.
the thing is, it's better.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But
That's
think
tough.
about it like this, because I'm starting New Game Plus with 10 healing gourds. So instead of the one and building it up over time in New Game, right? So
Sure.
it's like its own balance.
Yeah, but those motherfuckers still hurt, dude.
Oh, I got wrecked by the first little mini boss. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
absolutely shreked. You know how in the beginning you fight Genichiro? I thought like, oh, I'm gonna beat him. I know I know his literally everything about him. He hit me once. He killed me. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
man.
Yeah.
like
One
that
hit.
sucks because then I can't
Which
do it
one was
again.
Genichiro?
The first thing at the flower
Right.
field, the first
Oh,
thing where
yeah,
he
yeah.
takes your
battle you're
yeah,
meant
yeah,
to
yeah,
lose
yeah, yeah,
technically.
yeah.
You can beat him.
But you can beat him, you know, but
Yes.
you're still meant
But you
to
still
lose
get-
that.
Yeah.
I've literally memorized that guy to such a degree because you verse him several times throughout the game. I've memorized him so well, but he just fucked me anyway.
Yet one slip.
One slip, that's all.
It's
it took.
very realistic. I mean, that's all it takes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's very true.
you'd have to be flawless. Like
Indeed,
Jin
indeed.
and Mugen.
Yeah, dude.
Flawless victory, dude. Like Mortal
But yes,
Kombat.
you guys should fucking finish it.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Seems cool.
I've heard mixed things.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good as a game, but all the microtransaction weird shit,
Um,
which shouldn't even be in a game like that, is kind of giving
Well,
it bad
aesthetics.
reps.
I don't know anything about that. but-
Aesthetics.
Yeah.
Custom like clothing and attire for your characters. Why
Yeah.
not? I'm always cool with aesthetic microtransactions. You can have it as an option. I don't need to buy it if I don't want to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm always tempted.
I don't think I want a fighting game. I guess Mordhau is sort of a fighting game.
It is.
So like,
But
that's
it's
kinda
different,
scratching
dude.
it.
It's
yeah,
different.
no, it's different. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I like
I've
the
never
big
been too
servers
bi-
for the
I've never
chaos, so it's
been-
not fighting.
I've never been too big in like those classic fighting games though.
In what way?
Like
I
the
thought you
Street
loved Street
Fighter
Fighter.
and yeah,
you
no,
were big
it's
on Street Fighter.
Yeah, I like it, but like, yeah, like it's never been my main game.
Yeah,
you know?
of course. I mean, fighting games are tough to make your main game
Exactly,
unless
yeah.
you want to be super competitive at it.
Yeah,
Like my only main fighting game that I play is Super Smash because that's fucking fun. You don't
Yeah,
really need to
yeah.
think too hard about it. Is Nintendo, you know? But yeah, dude. I mean,
talk about Nintendo, fucking Mario Maker.
that
you
looks
see-
so good.
Did you see that?
That looks amazing.
I don't care about Mario.
Oh, bro, get out of
You guys
here.
are like so
No,
crazy
man.
about it. I've seen nothing in
It's
it.
No,
for
bro.
myself.
so great.
Mario Maker is joy, dude.
Whatever.
It's absolute joy.
It's really good. Yeah.
It's just a platform.
No,
But you're making the
man,
levels and playing other people's
man.
levels. Yeah, it's like there's so much character
No,
to it.
there's so much.
Little Big Planet. Is there a lot of character to that? Because it's the same concept.
Yeah, Little Big Planet's a great game. We used to play it and love it.
Yeah. What happened?
It never came out with better ones. I don't know what you want me to say. It was like a
Oh,
PS3
No,
era
they're
game.
working on another one, Dreams,
There you
on
go.
the
Cool.
PlayStation. It
Let's
looks
play
great.
that,
There you
dude.
go.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
I'd rather play Little Big Planet than Mario Maker.
No,
I'd
bro,
rather
get
play Mario
out of
Maker.
here,
Yeah.
man.
Why?
Because it's Mario.
Yes, yeah. I don't
No, dude, there's
I'm tired.
there's
of
such a
Mario.
simplicity to that design. There's such
Wait,
a nuance to like every little
but they're
thing
doing
you
the
do. It's
co-op
so
too,
good.
and
Yeah,
like, they're
man.
doing aren't they doing the Mario 3D World shit
Yes.
with it or something?
Yeah.
But I don't even know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
So I
So there's
mean,
gonna
I'm
be like
looking at-
5 tile sets now. I think.
That-
I think there was 4 in the last one, and then
Truly,
they're
I
adding
mean,
this
I'm
one.
I'm excited for it. It'll
yeah,
be pretty fun.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
I mean, this is the kind of thing where it'll be cool for the stream because we could literally make a level on like throughout several streams, like here and there, make a level and then play it or like have challenge other people.
Gives
to
me a
play.
little bit of a Cuphead feel. Like
No.
trying to make a super
Well,
difficult level.
You
that
we could. That's the thing. We could do
It's, like,
something really cool
really
like that.
frustrating to like get through, and then you
But
just
then
give up.
rewarding. No, but then rewarding.
I like those puzzle ones. You make kind of like a puzzle map.
I
You
like
just
the
have to
puzzle
figure
ones.
it out.
Sure, I like that better than
Those are fun.
difficult timing jumps. You know, it's like jump scare platformer versus like psychological thriller platformer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's
what
like I
you
don't
mean.
want
Okay,
jump
well,
scare. type
what's a
of-
psychological thriller?
like
platformer?
puzzle style, not like you got to just time your jump perfectly.
Oh.
You know?
Well, you need to have some of that too.
Yeah,
you think
I
of
mean,
a
it's
game
a
that's
platformer,
like that?
but
Yeah,
not
it's a
like
platformer
one
after
that's
all.
literally based on that.
Yeah.
Have a few of those. Like you can have a few jump scares in like a legitimately horror style flick, but like the horror of it should not be the jump scares. It should be like whatever eerie, like psychological.
Sure.
They're like messing with your brain. Type
All right,
of thing.
was it you or Hike that played Dead Space back in the day? Or
Hiked
both
it,
of
but
you?
then I played after too.
Did you like that game? I
played
heard it's
the
very good.
First one, not the second one. Yeah, it was a masterpiece.
I heard it was like very psychologically eerie, very fun, very
Dead Space
crazy.
was a very good game.
I wonder if
It was
that holds
super
up
good.
actually.
I think Dead Space holds up. Yeah, I think Dead Space holds up just as well as like Doom holds up, basically.
Doom 3, yeah.
Or
Dude,
the
what's
first one.
that new Doom coming out? Does that look
I
good?
thought it was this year. I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know.
know when it's coming out.
Do we know anything about it? As like
yeah,
as
they
like a
put out
title?
like Doom Eternal.
Yeah,
That's what they're
that.
calling it. Yeah, looks great. It looks like another Doom game.
Alright.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
a cliffhanger on at the end of the last Doom or something? Because you like meet the guy that's responsible at the end with all the-
He kind of sends you back to hell. He puts you in a sarcophagus and kicks you back to hell.
It's like
And
Lion
then-
from Dota. I'm back to hell and back and back.
But there's like some progression to like the story.
Yeah, yeah.
They
there's
like
some
reveal
progression.
more information, and it kind of got. I remember it kind of got like exciting. I was like curious. I was like, I wanted
Oh,
to
dude,
know.
the story was great.
Yeah, I wanted to know what
story-
happens next.
Yeah, yeah.
are they
No, it
gonna
was good.
Are they gonna advance that? in
I think
story?
so. Yeah, I think it's like a direct sequel.
Like more than the gameplay, I want to know what happens
No,
with the
bro,
story.
no,
dude.
dude. The gameplay was everything. I loved that Doom game.
I'm
so
gonna
much.
let you get through the gameplay,
Yeah.
and I just want to hear about the story.
We
Dude,
got to play that on screen. That would
you
be fun.
said, I mean, you said you were excited for Rage 2, but it didn't look that good to me.
Yeah. Well, they did a very good job of marketing it. Like I was looking at like the combat and everything. I'm like, oh shit, man!
Rage,
Fuck yeah, this
the
looks
first
good.
one looked interesting,
Yeah.
but I tried playing it and I remember I didn't care for it that much.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, the combat looks good. Like the
I think that's
shooting
what everyone's
looks good,
saying is that's good and everything
But
else
like
is
everything
like
else, it just seems very plain. So I
What
skipped it.
What happened with Cyberpunk?
I don't know.
It's just
Still working on
still
it.
trucking
Oh, yeah?
along. Yeah.
When is it supposed to be?
No one
2
knows.
years, 3 years.
Oh, okay.
In a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a next gen thing.
Oh, I see.
I wonder if they'll be at E3 and reveal more.
Oh,
Dude, I'm
maybe.
excited for E3 this year. It seems like there's going to be a lot of interesting
It's
stuff
going to be a
happening,
little
yeah.
quiet though. Like a lot of companies have kind of like pulled back a little.
Dude, because I don't
like-
feel like people don't have shit to say. Like they don't have like too
Yeah.
much like going on. But the things that are going on will probably
Yeah.
be pretty exciting.
It's like Sony's not going to be. They put out their own press conference thing. Like what was it, a couple days ago? They just like announced like a few small things,
You know,
and they put out the trailer for Final Fantasy.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
asking you guys in chat last week to play it. I was like, just the trailer's a minute long. Why wouldn't you play it on a stream like this?
Because I don't think it looks too good.
What?
Yeah.
What
It
do you
loo-
mean it looks so fun?
It looks like a reskinned Final Fantasy 15.
But
Like
it's
that's
Final
what the
Fantasy
combat.
7.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
but who cares? what
remake
it's-
7. What are you doing? Like it's
It's like it is a remake. They're remaking it with like modern day considerations. I don't
I
want to
don't
play
know.
a turn-based fucking RPG.
Of
w-
course.
with that kind of graphics.
that's
No,
what
I want to
7
no,
is.
not that kind of graphics, but you
but
know,
that's 7.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know
That's
that's
the turn-
7.
It just
turn-based
looked like-
but I don't want that.
Bro, it, just,
I mean,
it
that's
looked like
a-
15. I wasn't the biggest fan of 15. I didn't like how 15 played. So
Yeah, I
I
guess.
don't think it's gonna be.
It
pretty.
looks good. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks
It
gorgeous.
looks like it'll be fucking fun, like
Yeah.
to just jump in, do some crazy shit. I've never played 7, so to me,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would want to experience a story like
It's a classic
in
for
the
sure.
modern way.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't.
I'm curious. I'm curious if the story holds up like to this day. You know, it was such a long
I
time
don't
ago.
know. You tell me. Have you guys played it?
Not recently.
Oh. I played through the beginning a little bit with Shahan, and it was cool. We got
Yeah.
to the main city, which is like where you do a lot of shit. But I've just heard it's such a fun game.
Yeah.
And I would love to experience it in a modern lens because I don't really have the patience to want to go through the fucking JRPG grind, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I'd rather the Final Fantasy 15 style where I'm in it, I'm doing fun, crazy
Sure.
shit. It looks cool, bombastic, this,
Yeah.
that. I don't need to fucking sit there and fight jelly monsters to
Yeah.
get like XP and who needs that, dude? What do you mean?
Well,
I'll
that-
have classic WoW for that shit.
Some might say
That's what I was
that
gonna
is the
bring up.
spirit of Final Fantasy, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, what did you say?
That's
to me?
the spirit of
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it
killing
is,
those
sure.
slimes.
I agree.
yeah, sure.
I agree. There's like a piece to that grind, like the way it is.
Totally.
But see,
turn-based and everything.
it doesn't take away from the fact that Final Fantasy VII existed back then, and you could always play that if you want.
Sure.
But not everyone
Yeah.
wants to. Like for instance, myself, I'd like this new iteration.
Yeah.
Why not? you
After
know?
they're done with 7, they should remake 8.
I heard that's really good
8
too.
is the best. Like, yeah, that was one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
That continues to be one of my favorite games. It was great.
I spent a lot of time with 10.
Yeah,
we
me
do.
too.
I remember that shit, dude.
10 was
10
good.
was really cool. I love the story of 10.
Yeah.
Dude, the story of
was
10 is
phenomenal.
truly
Phenomenal.
like
dude.
an epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
an
like-
epic.
It's like Samurai Champloo to me.
Yeah.
The Final Fantasy 10 story. It's
That's
just
so
like
cool.
Everything is like so deep and emotional and like immersive, and they really flesh out the whole thing.
That's awesome, man.
I like that you brought up WoW Classic.
We talked about
Yeah,
it
we were
earlier
just talking about it a
too,
little bit.
before you came.
I was
I'm
gonna-
salivating. I cannot wait. No, I cannot wait.
That's so funny.
I've been watching the stream all day, like
Yeah?
for 2 days.
It's
I just
exciting.
can't. Oh my god,
What are you gonna roll, dude?
a dwarf.
A dwarf
Probably
what?
a priest. I want
Oh.
to heal.
Dwarf priest.
I don't think that was a thing back then, dude.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know if dwarves
I don't
can be
think
priests.
dwarfs were No,
No,
wait.
they were.
They
Man.
were.
Maybe.
I
That
think
makes
they were.
total sense as like a combo.
Maybe.
Hmm.
There's
They're
some.
not
there's some
shaman. You
combinations.
can't be
Yeah,
shaman.
they weren't shaman.
No,
as-
shaman's horde.
There's
exclusive.
no
I know
alliance.
that.
Yeah.
No, I know that. So that is
What
not a
did
thing.
what did the alliance have? Oh, yeah, paladin. Right.
Yeah.
Paladin
Yeah,
was
Paladin.
the horde.
Paladin
Only a-
versus Shani. Yeah.
And the and the
Are you gonna
and,
be dwarf paladin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Oh,
to
of
be.
course.
I need
What was
to.
your first dwarf paladin named?
M the Grand. I
In the
think?
Grand, yeah.
Dwarf pally,
Yeah.
dwarf priest, night elf, druid maybe, or
I
know,
can't be
hunter,
in a-
druid, or rogue.
I can't be in a party with Arik, dude.
Oh yeah, you guys
That's
are
where I
bad.
draw the line.
Good, dude.
Night elf.
I remember this combo. We were rating them last week.
Let's hear your list, dude.
I
What's your-
told you my list.
Oh yeah,
last
yeah.
week. I totally forgot by now, but I
Yeah.
think my top was dwarf.
Dwarf.
oh, for the night elf
Then I
first.
think I said orc, then undead, then like some other shit, and the
Yeah.
rest don't really
Orcs
matter.
are very high there for me too.
I love orcs.
I love orcs.
Dude,
Orcs are cool.
Ogremar is cool.
Yeah, man.
I base a lot of it on their city and
Yeah.
their
Okay.
starting
Okay. So
areas.
let's talk about the cities.
Ironforge
Just the main
is the
cities.
best.
I think Ironforge is the best. I think
Ironforge is the best because I love the snowy area too, and
Yeah.
Dunmorog becomes like a swamp. And
Stormwind's cool.
Stormwind's cool.
Stormwind is
I think
pretty cool.
Orgrimmar is better than Stormwind though. I like Orgrimmar. I like
I
it's
don't like-
built into a canyon. It's
I don't like
3
the
stories
surrounding
tall and
areas
shit.
of Stormwind, like that Goldshire or
What?
I don't like
no,
that shit.
Elwyn
dude,
Forest?
No,
I don't
no,
like that
no,
I
just-
no,
I would
no,
live
I love
there.
that shit.
I would
love
literally
I'm
like
not a
live
fan.
there.
I like the Ogremar, like around. Like I love.
You like the barren.
I
desert.
love that.
You like barren. You like brown barren desert.
Yeah,
It's like
because
just
then you
death.
get to the
You don't
coast
like-
and there's Ratchet. I loved Ratchet. I lived at Ratchet, dude. Ratchet was the coolest
Really?
town. Yeah.
You don't like the green lush, like foresty.
Draenei starting area is one of the most underrated though, and I know that's not in classic,
yeah.
but Draenei starting
cool.
area is
with the
amazing.
crashed ship and everything.
It's so awesome.
And
the
It's
crystals.
so awesome.
Look like Disneyland.
But I gotta say, my favorite starting area
Blood
is
elves.
the Blood Elves.
Mhm.
I love their starting area. It's
Blood
like
Elves.
beautiful
Oh, yeah.
spirals and stuff like that. And then you get to the Ghostlands for your
It's
10 to 20,
ravaged.
and it's ravaged, and you have that giant
Yeah,
scar.
I remember that.
Yeah,
And-
going
and-
through the city.
And yeah, and as you're like leveling up, you're getting quests that take you further and further down the scar.
Yeah.
And then it culminates with that kind of not an instance, but it's like this giant metropolis
Yeah.
at
Nice.
the end with undead and shit. I thought that was like super fucking epic. I was like, this is really cool. And you're going to the ziggurats and fighting like the big pudge like creatures, and
Nice.
Yeah.
it was just so great.
As Blizzard introduced new races, they definitely took a lot more care in their starting zones to make sure
Oh,
the
for
starting
sure.
zones have like fluidity and they're like their own like big experience.
Very fun.
Starting a new character and a new race was like a whole fresh
Oh,
new
yeah.
content. It wasn't like the same old bullshit, you know?
Did you guys play Worgen? Did you guys ever
Yeah,
do
we
Worgen?
had our
Worgen
3
was
Worgen.
so
Oh, yeah.
fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
Their
yeah,
starting
great.
area was so good.
John, I
It's
and
like it started off as like a horror movie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're
I
trying.
remember.
It's like
true.
you're a human and you're
Yeah.
under attack. Like
John, me, and Hike made Worgans, the three of us, and we made 3 rogue Worgans.
oh shit, dude.
And we twinked out, so we were just battlegroundsing,
Oh,
max
man.
level, max
Just
gear.
picking some
We
poor
were-
sap and
yeah,
just
we
pop
We
target
just
it.
say,
one
who is
person.
gonna die
Yeah.
now?
The 3 of us converge, and all 3 of us just ambush, and you just see the guy immediately
our-
disappear off the screen.
Dude, our names were Infernium, Purgatorium,
And
and
Paradisium.
Paradisium, and our
Perfect.
guild was the Divine Comedium.
Commedia.
That's funny.
And that's all we
That's
did.
so funny.
Every day we just queued up for battlegrounds, and we just ruined fools.
Nice.
This was during Santa Cruz, dude. It wasn't
Yeah.
even like when we were kids.
No, it was Santa Cruz.
It was literally as
Ruined
adults.
fools. We had some of the funnest times with WoW.
That's funny.
No, I can't wait to relive that shit, dude.
Yeah.
As an adult, it'll be so great.
When I brought up Cyberpunk, and then like obviously there's a lot of hype surrounding it, and there's like this whole thing about like, oh, it's gonna be a special different game, right? And so what I wanted to say was, man, I'm really wary about that now.
Yeah, of
like
course.
nowadays and the way the industry's moving. And I was thinking back to like a game like World of Warcraft when it came out, right? And it was such a big deal. It was so like international
For a while?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when it came out. So if you like kind of think back and you look at the big history of games, only like a few times in gaming history has there been such revolutionary games where it's like it
Oh, yeah.
swept everybody. Where like you and your mother and your brother and everybody was playing that game now. You know, World of Warcraft being one of them.
Totally.
Where
Yeah.
the numbers were so freaky that they were bragging so hard about, oh, we have 10 million subscribers. Oh, we have
Yeah.
11 million subscribers. It was
And
like
it was constantly
unheard,
going
unheard of.
up.
Unheard of,
Man.
right? Everybody was talking about it and playing it.
Yeah.
So I don't think like. Do you guys think Cyberpunk's
No.
going to be able to meet that type of?
No,
it's
no.
not, right?
But I think
When's the last time any game has?
so. I'll put it to you this way.
Besides like
I-
Fortnite, you know.
I
Like,
think that there
yeah,
are some
totally.
games.
Yeah, Fortnite.
I think that there's and Minecraft.
Yeah.
I think that there are some games that revolutionize or redefine the limits of the industry.
Yeah.
And that there are some games that revolutionize and redefine a genre. And I think that Cyberpunk is going to fit into that, where if it's
Redefining a
anything
genre?
even close to how, you know, they marketed it or people imagine it or whatever, it'll redefine how RPGs are going forward. I think in a lot of ways, now you guys might argue this or debate this, I think in a lot of ways Witcher was like that. At least for me, it was a good culmination of what an open world game is, can be, story driven, also has some combat, this, that. Like, it is what it is. And it did like all those things to the apex. And I think that they're just going to push that forward with Cyberpunk and say, this is truly the next generation. Like, I'll put it to you this way. Cyberpunk is going to come out whenever it comes out. And I'm almost entirely certain a gaming company like Bethesda, when they're making what is that game called?
Starlink? Is it? No, not
No,
Star
Starforge?
Citizen.
No,
No,
Starforge, something like that. Anyways,
Yeah.
they're coming out with like this new like space RPG,
Oh.
and also the
Okay.
Elder Scrolls 6. I'm pretty sure when Cyberpunk comes out, they're gonna take a lot of notes from Cyberpunk and say, okay, how is this open world gonna work?
Interesting.
You know what I mean? That's the thing, the power that I think
If-
Cyberpunk is going to have,
Sure.
if anything.
You mentioned Minecraft too, and like Fortnite and World of Warcraft, and like just thinking about these really big games that were
Big
huge
impactful
hits.
games,
yeah,
yeah.
big impactful games. Like if you were to ask yourself, what do they all have in common? You know, what do they all share? What's the one thing that they all
Accessibility.
deliver that like other games are not delivering, right? Well, World of Warcraft wasn't accessible.
It was.
very inaccessible
No.
because it
No.
was a monthly
No,
subscription.
no.
Exactly,
Let
yeah.
me put it to you this way. I mean, they're all accessible in different ways. World of Warcraft was accessible in terms of the machines that could run it, which was a huge fucking deal. You could run it on a fucking toaster. And people
could?
did. Yeah, dude. Danny for years was
World of
playing
Warcraft?
World of Warcraft on the shittiest possible computer through monumental lag, and he was just so immersed and enamored. And he's not the only one that
No,
did
well,
that.
but he was still getting lag. It was like runnable, I
But
guess.
you know what I'm
I
saying
see.
though.
Well, the
Then in that sense, sure, but like I do
What I
agree
was
with
try-
Arik though. Like you, not only do you have to pay, and then there's a monthly thing in
Yeah.
front of it. Like that was
I
very
wouldn't
very
say
unlike
it's very
at the time.
accessible
Yeah,
in that sense. Like
No,
it's just
not in
in
that
its
sense,
overall
yeah.
sum totality of access. I don't think it's the access that they have.
because
in
like I
common.
wasn't able to play WoW until much later.
Yeah.
like I think like I first got into WoW like in Burning Crusade, like near middle
No,
of that.
man. Like,
Yeah.
didn't we play
No.
before that? I say we because we
I
shared
was on
the
like
account.
different accounts. I was on like
Oh, me
Sean's
too.
account.
Yeah,
I was on
like Sean's
like Levon's account. Like I was on different accounts.
Bro, I was on
think-
fucking Sudan and Vahak in Armenia. I was on their account.
Yeah,
So I think the thing that they have in common is that, for example, when WoW came out, we didn't really have a solid MMORPG out in the gaming industry. Like there were MMORPGs
There
out,
was,
but
but-
they weren't like the talk. Like the genre wasn't as solid as the strategy genre
Yeah.
or the action genre. The MMORPG genre was still like
EverQuest. That's
not
it.
fully developed, you know?
Yeah.
And it was WoW that was like, oh, what's WoW? An MMORPG? What's an MMORPG?
Yeah.
Oh, this is what an MMORPG is.
But let me,
Yeah.
but
You
let
know?
me
It just kind of
interject
set the
there.
rules.
Yeah, whatever rules there weren't, it introduced them.
Yeah.
It completed the genre. It completed the genre. Like this is what it means to play an MMORPG. It was WoW.
Sure.
And it embraced like everybody. Like with Fortnite, they're like it's like a new genre almost of game.
Yeah,
Because of
more
the
or
way
less.
it's
Yeah.
put together and the things that delivers and things you can do and stuff. It's like a new experience. WoW was a new experience in gaming. Fortnite was a new, never before experienced experience in gaming to be able to both have a shooter and be able to be building and things like that. It was not, you have Rust, just like you had EverQuest, but it's like no game came out and like really completed that formula well,
Sure.
and with Minecraft too, like that was a whole new experience to be able to like build
that
and be
level of freedom.
creative.
Yeah.
Creative to that extent. So I think that's what they all had in common. And I think the only way like Cyberpunk or any future game coming out can ever reach that level of impact would be as if it was a completely new experience that everybody just had to experience. You just had to experience it because it was new, it was good, and everybody was
It's
experiencing
like
it.
they need to either like redefine a genre,
Yeah.
or kind of make
Make a new one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah,
Like,
that's
not
what-
necessarily
I
make a new
think.
one, but like just like peel off a little
Yeah.
bit, like make a niche
or
for yourself.
solidify an existing genre.
Yeah.
Say like, you know what, we have a lot of RPGs, but this is what it is really to play an RPG. You know,
And like if they're doing open world RPG, like that is already such a huge like it.
exactly.
Like people know what it is.
Exactly.
They'll need to do like some crazy
Yeah,
innovation.
That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I'm wary of like
Yeah.
hyping it. I'm gonna wait to see like, is it bringing something supremely new to
Dude,
the table?
that's
because
the
we
thing,
were
man.
saying the
I
same
don't
thing.
think it's that.
Because we were saying the same thing about the Zelda, the Breath of the Wild. That is like, oh, it's going to completely change how open worlds are. Like, it hasn't done anything. Like, it was a fun little thing.
Yeah.
and that's what it
They
was.
did open world well,
I'll tell
but it
you-
wasn't a whole new experience. It
Yeah.
was it was more of what I've already
No,
knew.
They
They
tried
wa-
a lot of different things. They
I'll tell
tried
you
a
why,
lot of
dude.
different things.
Because it's not innovative. I think actually, like, you guys are somewhat right, but missing the point. I think it's still accessibility. Why? Because accessibility leads to simplification. WoW was a simplification of EverQuest. Fortnite was a simplification of PUBG. League of Legends was a simplification of Dota. Minecraft was a simplification of Worm Online, which was Mojang's previous entry. These are not completions of the genre.
Didn't League of
They're
Legends
si-
come before Dota?
I'm sorry?
Dota 1.
Oh, Dota 1.
And games like it, or Han, or whatever. But like the point is that these are simplifications of a genre, not completions of them. And so Cyberpunk is not going to do what these games do because it's not simplifying anything. These games that are big become accessible
I
to
don't think
normal people
Fortnite
and
is a
casual audience.
simplification of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
It is a huge simplification of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. It
I'm
does,
more
it
intimidated
does-
to play Fortnite than Battlegrounds. I
It
think
does
there's a
way
bigger-
different
I think
things.
there's a
The
bigger
building adds a
learning-
different-
I think there's a bigger learning curve in Fortnite than.
It's like it's not necessarily a
Battleground, for
simplification. It's
example.
like they just made it in that sense. Like they made it friendlier.
Friendlier, I
They
guess.
made that more accessible.
Literally
Because like you
whatever
look
you
at
want a
PUBG,
word.
you look at PUBG like that's an ugly game, and that looks like a tough time.
and it's jank
you know?
and it's sometimes
Exactly.
clunky and
Yeah,
it's
it
like
turns people
so
off.
cartoon graphics,
not
for example.
necessarily,
No,
but that
not
can be part of
necessarily.
it. The point
Well,
is
audience. Well, when you say accessibility, I'm thinking like the way it, how much more people can.
Accessibility
no
is a
accessibility
big word.
culturally, dude. It's the umbrella. It's like you could call it cartoon graphics, you could call it friendliness, you could call it like casual appeal, whatever. But that all boils into accessibility. Like it's these games become just more interesting for a casual person to play, so they redefine the fabric of who plays it. So many same thing with Pokemon Go, dude. Pokemon Go, everyone and their mom for that first month was they were on their phones outside, you could put a safe bet that they were playing Pokemon Go. Why? Because it quote unquote simplified the Pokemon formula, which before then, even though it was casual, was at its core an RPG with numbers and stack crunch
I
and
can
this
agree
that.
with that.
Yeah,
So
for
what
sure.
I'm saying is I don't know if it's a completion of a genre, more so it's a simplification and making that entry of the genre friendlier for everybody to enjoy. Cyberpunk is not going to do that. It goes down what I think the opposite direction, which is why it'll only move the genre forward if it does anything, not the industry or become a milestone for the industry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does
Totally.
make sense.
Yeah, that's well said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
You guys were
In the
right,
process
but
of-
as
yeah.
you were saying it, I
You
was
just
thinking
added,
through.
You added to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you broke it down even further. Like in the process of them doing what they did to the genre, they're also doing it
Yeah,
via
yeah.
simplifying
Yeah.
the game or making it more accessible in that sense. Yeah, I can agree with that.
And you know, sometimes I think it's truly just a big old accident. And maybe not even sometimes, maybe every time it's just a big old. Who thought Minecraft would be that popular, dude?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
maybe probably
Who
not.
knew?
They probably didn't
not.
even know.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah,
Because like at that time it was such a weird, like totally different thing.
Right.
Like no one had ever done anything like that
Right,
before.
exactly.
Like just no point to the game. Like you just
Yeah.
and that's
you know,
what made it
and
like
that's
so
what it is.
wonderful.
Yeah, it was
you
just
know?
a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. When's the last time a game has done that? Like simplified a
What?
genre. Like what can you like think back to remember? Like what's the last game that's done what?
Simplify a genre?
Like that's done what you just said. Like that's done.
Well, Fortnite, I suppose.
Fortnite is probably
Is
the most
Fortnite the
recent.
And
most
again,
recent
we
one?
don't want to think of simplification, like because you're right. You
not
know,
in that
Fortnite can
sense
be
of-
considered
yeah,
simplified
not
in
in
different
that
ways.
typical sense of
But
simplification.
for
But
the
like
sake of the discussion, I think Fortnite was the last one, right?
Okay.
putting
Well,
like a bow on it. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like-
I think it was. I can't. I'm trying to
Sure.
think of like the top games on Twitch. I don't know of one that's like beyond Fortnite. Hearthstone did that for card games.
Hearthstone did
Yeah.
that for card games.
Okay, we could
that's
say
that's
that pretty
good. I agree
easily.
with that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I don't know if
Hearthstone
that-
was huge.
No, for
Hearthstone
sure.
was
Yeah.
extremely impactful. Actually,
I mean, so many
Blizzard.
things are derivative from it.
Blizzard's one of the. This is why I like Blizzard because I feel like they're one of the companies that more than
They
every
put in
other
a bow
company
on things.
consistently are able to pull that off. That
Okay,
formula
so
of
think
like,
TF2, Overwatch. right?
Yeah.
I mean, those
True.
terms too.
Oh, for
I'm not saying Overwatch
No,
is a
yeah,
huge
but
phenomenon,
that- yeah.
but like
Yeah.
It just didn't stick. I bet you anything they were trying to go for that.
Yeah.
They were probably applying that same formula.
Mhm.
They were like, hey, this is the next genre we want to do this with.
Yeah.
You know, TF2 has been so popular. People are still playing it to this day. We
Totally.
could do it better.
Yeah.
And it'll be a
So they
big
give it
hit.
a shot. Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's like it wasn't as big of a hit as they thought.
I think it's
It was right
no,
off the
bro,
bat.
It's a massive. No, bro.
It's
It's like
still?
that.
Even today?
I
esports
think
wise,
that's their
it's
cash.
huge.
Yeah, I think
Even
that's
today?
their cash cow right now. I
Oh,
think like
even
right now,
today?
I think right now they probably make more money off that than
Overwatch
they
than,
do
like,
World of
anything else?
Warcraft.
Really?
I think
What?
so. I would
so.
think so.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
judging
It's
by
massive, dude.
I'd be
No,
surprised.
yeah,
judging
yeah.
by how many
Jeez.
people
Dude,
watch it
don't
on
underestimate
Twitch.
it.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know.
No, it's huge.
Oh man, I'm
It's still
underestimating
huge.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
It's like just because
like,
we don't play too much anymore,
I see.
it's like
Let me tell
it's
you,
so
We're
in
blind-
the-
I'm blind.
Yeah.
I also think a lot of the discussion around Overwatch is like from what I've seen and read and like on Reddit and other places, it seems to be like the discussion around it has turned negative, but people still play. As in, like, people aren't necessarily happy with Overwatch. Like,
Yeah.
they don't like, let's say, certain metas or like, you know, obviously they haven't added so much to the game since we played. Like, we could pick it up at any time and play, and nothing's really changed. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But it still is so massive because they really got such a huge install base early on that people are just going to be bound to
They're
play it
hooked
or
on it.
watch it.
I think that just tends to happen with those games that get very popular, especially those games that you have to spend a lot of time to get good at it, like Dota, like League. Like, there's so
Once
many
you
periods of
finally
time that
get good at
there's
it.
like, oh my god, the game is such a bad place. But like, I've put like 3,000 hours into
Yeah.
this shit. Like, I'm gonna give it up now? No.
Yeah. It's some cost fallacy.
It's that fallacy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just you've invested so much that.
Yeah.
Dude,
You
you
just
know
wanna
what's
keep-
funny?
I think like that's Overwatch is probably going through something like that. But like, hopefully they can come back and try something
Not
a little
Heroes,
different.
though.
Who knows? Oh man, Heroes. It makes me sad, dude.
I play Heroes because I love Heroes,
Yeah,
not
and-
because I feel like I've invested any.
Do you know what I'm dreading, dude?
What?
It's like one morning we wake up
And
and,
it's
then there's a
done.
post. It's like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
like,
it's
no
like,
more.
oh well, like
It's gonna
no
be-
more updates
It's
and
gonna be a truly sad day, but I think that will open the door for
I think-
something like Heroes.
I don't think that we're gonna be seeing any more MOBAs for a very long time.
It's so disappointing, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, just
I think
Yeah.
I think that MOBA space is like it's completely on lockdown. Like you have
Yeah,
like
League of Legends, Dota 2.
Dota has its own thing. League of Legends has its own thing. Smite is still huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about
Yeah, yeah.
Smite. Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool though. I mean,
Smite
I
is
like
still
that
big.
Smite.
very
And
unique.
Heroes of the Storm, like it has
It's
a following
unique too.
for
Each
sure.
of them have their own.
It's
unique
niche. It's more
flavor.
cult following.
Exactly.
I think. With
Yeah.
Han
Do you know who
shut
they
down.
added, bro? It's fucking crazy. Do you know who they added in Smite? King Arthur and Merlin.
What?
That's cool.
That's crazy.
Just really popular, famous heroes.
Yeah, I guess they just ran out of gods.
Whatever.
I mean,
I don't
myth. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
mythology.
like
That's-
mythology
that's fine.
and stuff.
I'm
It's
cool with
just,
that.
It's crazy.
Dude, you know what you reminded me of? I mean, when you were talking about like, you know, when a game gets certain, you know, at a certain threshold of popularity or whatever, and the discourse around it becomes a little negative, it reminds me of Game of Thrones, and it reminds me of your status
I was
today.
gonna bring that up too.
Yeah, yeah.
Your
it reminds me of
status?
your
Yeah,
Oh,
starting
his
up a
status was
shitstorm
fucking
today.
funny, dude.
Your
Yeah.
status?
Every time you post a status, dude, it's either like a funny observation or a rant. Yeah. It's like you're very like on point with
What was your status?
It's like it's just pissing me off that people are like signing this petition.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, we have to remake this
Redo,
last
yeah.
season. Yeah, fuck you, man. What are you talking about?
No,
It is
well,
the
truly, your best
Here.
argument
Oh
in
my
that is
God.
like you were like outrage culture has gone too far. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's so stupid. You have
Yeah.
not enough time on your you have so much time on your hands that you want to sign a petition to have the season of Game of Thrones, bro. If you don't like it, and I don't like it, if you don't like it, just don't worry about it, bro.
It's
It's not
fine.
it's not
It's
hurting
okay.
you.
I think
It's
what the-
okay.
well, I
It's
think-
okay. It's fine.
Well, I think
No,
what the
let's
petition.
go lynch the fucking writer. Like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Well, that's what's making the show bad is that they don't have a writer. The main
Yeah, I
writer of
mean,
the show doesn't
bro.
work with them since after post season 2 or 3. That's why the show's gone.
You
downhill.
mean George R. Martin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But the so I had this conversation with someone actually recently, and the point of the petition really is not necessarily to get something done. It's just to let people know that, look, this is how many people are interested in this idea. Like, there's money here to be had. Like, if you don't worry about remaking the season, because if you did, people would watch it. Approximately 300,000 of them, or whatever, how many people you have signing a petition, right? At the end of the day, that's what petitions are. It's not like something's magically going to happen.
No,
No,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
of
When you're
course,
delivering
yeah.
a petition, you're just letting people know this is how many people I have backing this
But
idea.
It's like also think of it like this, man. Once a show gets this popular and once something gets this big, you're no longer like your target audience becomes so big and becomes so
It's
broad.
hard to satisfy everybody.
You can't satisfy
No, there's
everyone,
no
so
way.
you have to
There's
cast
gonna
like
be-
this big net
Yeah.
that's going to get as many people as you can. So that's why
Yeah.
like things feel a little simple now.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what? They're not
They're
meant for
casting
you
too big
anymore.
a-
It's
yeah, they're
meant for the
casting too
entire
big a-
world.
Yeah,
It's meant for
exactly.
people in China that don't speak English.
I completely agree.
Like that's just it's the nature of the
It's
beast.
trying to
Like,
appeal to everybody.
it
at
happens.
once.
It happens to everything. Once something gets too big, like it's like the target audience is no longer
The target audience.
The target
Yeah.
audience is no longer people that love fantasy.
Right.
The target audience
Or
is
vice
now
versa.
that nightmare person that lives down the street that you can't like bear to talk to. You know, it's like
Sure,
that's the
yeah.
target audience.
It's trying to get them to like it as much as
It's everyone.
you like it.
Yeah.
And
And,
it-
then,
they-
you,
they
and then you meet
sacrifice-
halfway, and what happens? Nobody likes it.
Yeah, I got,
So it's like, and like people are saying, oh, the writer this, the writer that. Like the writer has no fucking power. The writer
It's the
writes something,
ratings.
it goes to the producers. The producer's like, no, fuck this, and needs to apply to more people. Cut the shit out. Cut the shit out.
Right.
Cut the shit out, and then
Right.
you end up with it's like, no, more action scenes.
You
More
cut,
action
you cut
scenes.
enough
More
shit out, you end up
CGI.
with
Yeah,
shit.
more CGI. Yeah,
You cut enough shit out, you end up with shit.
that's how it is, bro.
I was gonna say they
That's
should
what happened
remake.
to Lost. That's
they
what happened to.
yeah.
It happens all
To
all
every-
the time. Like
to
every
every
once
show.
every once in a while, like with Breaking Bad. Like I thought Breaking Bad like had a very very good ending. I think
I
like it
loved
wrapped it
it.
up really well.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while you do get those like gems, but it's hard
I think
to make a
Breaking
show.
Bad got better as it went on. I didn't like it when it first like the first
Yeah.
couple seasons.
See
yeah.
here. I was gonna say you should remake season 8, except all the characters are different, but the same characters. But the
Did you
sorry,
like my comment?
all the
dude?
actors are different, but
Yeah.
the characters
Like,
are the
he,
same.
he has the
You know
solution
what
for
I
that.
said,
dude.
dude? I'm like, you know what? Not only remake the season, remake the whole show, but every character is Alex Jones.
No.
So it's just the Game of Jones.
It's a Game of
And
Jones.
they're just different volume modulations, every character of him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Different
And
pitch, different.
different
Yeah, yeah.
outfits, and different
Different
attires.
outfits,
Yeah.
but it's all him.
It's all him.
It's
yeah.
all him.
Yeah,
He does.
yeah.
You know.
He's the Night King and he's Arya,
He's all of it, dude.
I'll fucking
and he's Bran.
Oh yeah.
His Bran scenes would probably be the best.
As Bran, it's his normal volume and normal pitch.
normal volume. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
regular yelling.
It's just a regular him.
It's just regular yelling.
Four words. 4 words in this whole sentence. You know.
Dude, truly,
Look into it.
The government.
I gotta say,
Just check it out.
because we're talking about it anyway, I don't like this season. But
Who
It's
likes this season?
fine. It's fine.
I don't know who likes it though.
It's absolutely
I don't know
fine.
a single person who likes it.
I know it's from Facebook. I know
Well, it's
random
not
people.
fine because it was a masterpiece of a show that got absolutely butchered.
Bro, I wouldn't call it a masterpiece of a show.
the first season.
I thought the first 4
Not
seasons were really
masterpiece.
good.
Not, I wouldn't call it a masterpiece.
No,
It was
masterpiece
good.
There's
is
not-
like Sopranos. That's
Yeah.
a masterpiece.
There's not that many shows out there that are as
Bro,
good.
like go back and try to watch the first like episode. It's so melodramatic. Like people are forgetting like how silly it was.
Really?
Yeah.
It was epic though. That's what
I
like the
mean-
definition of
But
epic
there were
in
such
literature.
like
was
quiet,
so
intimate
melodramatic.
moments with like
Immersive. It was
Robert Baratheon
immersive.
and all that. You know, like it built up like interesting.
yeah,
things.
no, for sure.
It was like
Yeah.
Witcher cutscenes.
No, it captured me.
Dude, I gotta say, you know what I do every now and then? Like, what I'll do is I'll go on YouTube and I'll search all
Neverwinter
Tywin
Nights
scenes.
soundtrack.
No,
Oh,
I'll search all Tywin scenes,
Tywin's the
and
best.
I'll watch every scene. They have like a YouTube thing with every scene that Tywin is in.
You like his
spliced.
acting, huh?
I think Charles Dance
You like
is
his
one of the
acting?
coolest actors, and he played a Tywin Lannister that is like legendary.
Yeah.
Like what
He
a
was
what a
perfect
cool-
character.
perfect character, perfect
Very
casting.
solid
Everything was like awesome.
identity.
That first scene that he's in where he's cutting the fucking animal,
Skinning the fucking deer.
Yeah, he's skinning the
Yes!
fucking deer. Oh my god,
He's
dude.
talking about how he's gonna demolish his enemies. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, Charles
And then-
Dance, talk to me.
and literally every scene he has with Arya, and he's trying to figure Arya out, and like there's this ambiguity of does he know like who she
Yeah.
is, and like dude, he's such a good actor.
Yeah.
And you know,
He was
then
great.
then honestly, I thought the show. So there's like this huge thing right now gaining traction with people who really like the show, that they're saying that a lot of people who hate it are now bandwagoning. So I just want to say, for the record, I've not liked the show for years, and I can point to witnesses who've heard me rail on it. But I thought that the show went to shit after Tywin died and after Tyrion left King's Landing. I don't care about spoilers. This is old.
Yeah.
So that's when I thought the show got bad. And I think that coincidentally is when most people say it got bad. But that was when I was like, dude, this just
Yeah.
seems like pointless now. These were some of the most interesting characters. And yeah, I know no character is safe. We subvert expectations, blah, blah, blah. Dude, there's good storytelling. There's bad storytelling. And I think killing them or moving Tyrion out, you could have done something more interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not George R. R. Martin. I don't know. So, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm John.
I think they could have done multiple seasons more.
They could have at least made this a 10-episode
Could've-
season. Take your
yeah.
time.
Could have fleshed it out like way more, and I don't know. It's so opposite and ironic. Like a lot of times, a show will have too many seasons, and you'll be like, "Oh, they should have finished this like 4 seasons ago."
Yeah.
They're just milking people. Here, it's like the complete opposite. What's going through their
Exactly.
mind
No,
to stop?
They
it and
were
cut it
funded for the
early?
10 and they rejected it.
It's like
Did you hear that?
That's what makes me think. It's
What's
like
happening?
Like why?
Yeah, why?
It's not. No,
For Star Wars. I think
because
Sean
they wanna-
was right.
they want to jump on. And
Yeah, yeah.
Start making the
They
Star
they
Wars
got
show.
they got the whatever, the two guys D&D, the David and whatever.
Who are
When
working
I
for-
when I
Yeah.
see that, I get so confused. Like, why are people talking about D&D?
Yeah, yeah. David and Dan or whatever their names are. They are contracted to work on the next several Star Wars films. And so everyone's speculation is that they just wanted to
their
hurry the
attention
season
is
up
just-
and just wanted to end
So
it
they
because
can-
they were funded for the full 10. HBO
Right.
said you could do 10
But they
things.
just want to work
They
on.
want to
the-
do just 6.
So,
Why?
what the hell, man?
Why?
Because they want to move on to the.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
work on
yeah.
the Star Wars. That makes
I mean,
sense.
we'll never know.
I guess that makes sense.
That
yeah.
makes sense. That explains it.
But you don't know for sure. You know.
It's just a
you don't know for
it's
sure.
an answer. It
Yeah.
answers my question.
Whatever, man. I
Like,
mean,
Or
if,
it's
we,
like-
if we're working on a project
You
and
know
then
what
we
I
wanted
think,
to
dude?
work on a new project.
You know what I
Yeah.
think? George R. R. Martin is waiting to see how the reception is for the end of this,
And then
he's
change his
gonna
ending.
and then
Yeah.
he's gonna do notes.
I totally think so. No, I totally. And not only
he
this
wants
is,
to put out his next book. That's what's happening.
this
dude.
is a great marketing stunt because everyone's gonna. I mean, I honestly think when I say everyone, it's blanket, but I think a majority of people really think that the show's like gone to shit with this season.
Yeah.
Just from what I'm getting,
I don't know a single person who.
I
thinks
think
it's a
that this
good
is ultimate
season.
marketing for the book because it's like, oh, see how the book really does it. You know how once this next book comes out, do you know how many fucking people are gonna buy that shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh for sure.
Oh my god. It's like now there's a much bigger install base
Yeah.
like for the game that is A Song of Fire and Ice.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
so
like-
when the new iteration comes out, the new DLC comes out, everyone's going to try it.
I
It's
think so.
literally- yeah.
Sure.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like the marketing strategy for WWE. Bear with me.
Yeah,
Bear with me.
no, I'm sure.
It's like when your audience leaves the stadium, they should not be satisfied. If they're satisfied, then that's bad. If they're angry, that means they want more. So, like at the end of this, people are going to want more.
You know how many people are debating it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is not
you're-
a topic that will rest.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're
It's like,
satisfied,
don't-
you're
yeah.
done.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
Like,
You're done.
I
It's like,
finished my
okay,
meal.
yeah. Like,
I don't
fuck
want to
it.
think about food. I don't
It's
want
like-
to smell food or see food if
I
I'm
am
done with my
satisfied
meal.
with Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
If they come out with new Breaking Bad, I'm like, bro, like
you're not
man,
gonna
that-
care.
Like, like
you
this is
got
too
your
much.
fill. Yeah, you got
like
your
I've got
fill.
my fill.
But if you're not satisfied,
But if you're not
something's
satisfied, you
missing.
want more,
You
dude.
want something.
Yeah.
There's still a
Yeah.
desire. Like I'm still hungry.
and they have all the prequel shows. They have like that they're doing the
That makes
spin-offs. They have
sense,
the
dude.
books coming out. Yeah.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah, fucking Vince McMahon, dude.
Even with training,
Don't fuck with the man.
when I'm training somebody, if like I deliver everything and there's nothing left to deliver and then you're done, you reached
Yeah.
your goals,
Then
you're
what's the
good
point?
to go. Like
Yeah.
you don't need me anymore.
Mhm.
We're done training. Versus like if there's something to work on, there's a new goal, there's new
Exactly,
progress
yeah.
to be made, there's new things
Yeah.
I need to deliver and talk about, then we keep
And,
going.
Yeah, then I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how it is.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But
I'll be
luckily,
right back. I'm gonna-
luckily, the human race always has something new to strive for, and every day is a struggle. Every day is a struggle. You're never really fully satisfied,
That's true.
which is what keeps us going.
Yeah.
So it works together. It's a full circle.
How about that, dude?
And that's an episode.
And that's it, guys.
Speaking of Hungary and food, maybe that's why my brain's going there.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
fucking
Have you had any food today?
starving today? I like the way you phrase your questions, man. Have you eaten today? It's like 10 p.m. almost. Have you eaten today?
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have had one meal,
Good man.
but I need a
That's
second
all you
one.
need, bro.
No,
Some people survive on one meal a day.
that's bad.
Sean has been doing that.
That's
I've
not
been
good.
doing that too.
It's not
Oh, you've
good
been
for
doing the
anything.
one meal thing too?
Like not out of wanting. It's
Oh,
just
it's
Yeah,
no time.
same here, but that's not good.
yeah.
It's definitely not good.
I have about 2 meals a day.
Should seriously consider increasing frequency.
Yeah. I know.
Need a meal prep or something, dude.
I know. It's just It's hard.
It's
man.
a lot of
It
work.
takes
Yeah,
time.
you might need
Also,
to
meal
just.
prep is pretty fucking boring, dude. The routine
Yeah.
of like eating that
Yeah,
same
you got to
thing.
do the same thing every day. Well, you
Yeah.
don't have to eat the same thing every day,
No,
but
no,
you got to
but-
prep every day,
Yeah, yeah.
basically, or at least
Or
you know,
like at
every
the
other
beginning
day.
of the week.
Yeah, something
That's
like
what
that.
most people do. Is like on
Yeah.
Sunday they prep for the whole week.
A week might be too long to like stuff your shit in Tupperware, but maybe like for the next day or two.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably be looking at chat, guys.
Oh,
Help me out.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
No, yeah, we've been just
I think
talking.
meal prep
Yeah,
companies, meal prep
I
companies
haven't
are
glanced
good.
down in a while. Meal prep companies?
Yeah, like you pay a meal prep company and they just
Yeah.
send you.
That's what
Everything's
things ready
ready to
right?
go?
Blue Apron or whatever.
I don't know
Blue
about
Apron's
Blue
different.
I don't
Blue
know about
Apron
Blue
is like
Apron.
they just-
No,
It's not a meal prep thing. It's
Oh.
just like
there's one called Freshly.
I've heard of that.
Freshly,
Yeah.
it's like you pay $80 for the week or something, and which is reasonable because
Yeah, that's all right.
if you were to eat out every day,
It's like 5 meals.
it'd be just more expensive. Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's all
So
right.
you still have to cover some other meals
Yeah.
in the week, but at least you know you can get lunch fully covered for yourself. You know
Yeah.
every time exactly what you're eating, what you're getting.
Yeah, we got
not have to waste time on that.
we got catering at work on Tuesdays and Thursdays,
All
which
right.
is always nice.
Interesting.
And then there's always like some sweet thing somewhere in the office, which I try to keep away from.
Who's Chipper?
That's Sarkis.
Oh, it's Sarkis. What up, Sark?
Yeah, we just got really into the combo.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Parched. That's funny. Who's Dumb Mooley?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
I don't know who Dumb Mooley is.
War Groove guys.
it's some Armenian dude.
Yeah.
That's
go-
interesting. Is this War Groove?
Yeah, there's a War
Oh.
Groove. Let me switch this over, and we could just continue chatting as I go through this tutorial thing.
I don't know who Jimmy John is. I have no clue. But hello, everybody. We're
What's
just
going on?
fucking chilling, doing well. We were really into the combo, and we haven't been really looking at chat or anything like that. Life's good, dude. What?
Just for catching up on the chat.
This is pretty funny. But I think we are going to play this War Group game. It looks kind of interesting. I love this art style. And life is pretty Gucci, dude. It's pretty funny, man.
This is hilarious.
Finally.
My cousin's putting these fools in their place.
Oh, Michael is your cousin. Oh, that's
Michael's
right.
my cousin, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, we do often interact with the chat.
Yeah, we interact with the chat sometimes, not always. Obviously, if we're immersed in the conversation.
The point
But
of this...
apparently these guys know how to run a podcast. They know how to keep viewers. And I like to know, what's your YouTube channel. I'll come check you out. I'll see how you do it.
Yeah,
and
I wanna
how
learn.
you interact with your chat and, how many viewers you have and how you sustain and maintain your viewers. Obviously, you have a lot to teach us here because you clearly,
need to learn,
there's
yeah.
some good criticism here. So, yeah, just type in the chat. Let us know what your YouTube channel is, what you're working on. We'll come check you out, obviously, right? Because you have seems like they have experience in this.
Seems so.
Right. Right?
You're right.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, I'm just catching up on the chat. I'm just saying these guys have a lot of criticism and experience, so I wanted to know what their YouTube channel is. Oh, yeah, you didn't catch up on it?
bro, I didn't read any of it.
Oh, you didn't read any
That's
of it?
that's their
Oh, I
problem.
thought you read everything and you didn't say anything, and I was so surprised. I would have thought you would
No,
have
bro.
definitely commented.
No, what are they saying?
Just providing some constructive criticism to our channel, and I was just saying I would
Oh.
love to check out their channel too and see like.
Oh, this Jimmy John guy?
Yeah, and Dumb Mooley or whatever.
Oh, for sure. All right.
Tomb Forever Free is my pal from D&D or Neverwinter Nights back in the day.
Oh, very good.
I'm looking great, dude. You don't need to see anything. No, I mean, this is the kind of cast that you tune in and you're kind of like a fly on the wall and get a glimpse of not only our conversations but our personalities in tandem with one another. Sometimes we're playing a game, sometimes we're in combo. I honestly would say about 80 to 90% of the time we're paying attention to chat, but it just so happens that chat
just
isn't always
talking.
busy. Yeah, so, it
It's
is
all
what it
good.
is.
I mean, you know what Twitch chat looks like, right?
My queen.
I do.
And I mean, this is just a little bit of a taste of what chat will be eventually down the line.
Yeah.
You know.
That's very true.
No doubt.
So did you guys play this already a bit
No,
before I
I
came
played-
in?
Well,
very, very briefly.
Is it
Like
turn-based?
we're
I need a
Yeah.
Capri Sun. I guess.
Did you ever play Advance Wars?
Let's go.
No.
Oh, well, it's like Advance Wars.
I know Sean's a huge fan of Advance Wars, so it wouldn't surprise me
Yeah.
that he picks.
Yeah,
this
we used to
up.
play it all the time on Game Boy, just like pass it around and stuff.
He played it once in front of me, and I was like, bro, this looks like convoluted. It looks so
Advance Wars?
insane. Yeah, it looks so insane. I was like, bro, what is happening?
All right, the Felheim troops.
Wait, you say this is turn-based?
It is very
okay.
much turn-based.
It looks like
So
it would be.
it's- Here we go. So I'm red. I'm going against.
You know what this
There you go.
reminds me of? Oh my god, what was that handheld game that was really, really popular?
Yeah, fuck them up.
Oh, Crom. Who's Crom from? You know Crom? The
Fire
character.
Emblem.
Fire Emblem. This reminds me of Fire Emblem a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
It's like
I
that
guess
kind of game.
some-
It has that little Fire Emblem flavor to it.
I've never really played any of the Fire Emblem games,
good,
but I
man.
know you like
Yeah.
some of the recent ones too,
On the
right?
DS?
On DS or even on your phone, no?
Oh yeah, they had
played
one
one
come
on
out
your
on
phone.
the phone too, which was very similar to the DS one. I really liked it. I like the whole strategy.
Were there
of,
microtransactions and stuff in the one on the phone or like
I
weird shit?
don't
or?
think so.
No.
I want to say no. Maybe there were. I don't remember.
Dude,
but-
I was telling you, earlier, like, I really want to play stuff on my phone, but I have trouble finding like games that like stick or that I'm really interested in like through my phone. Like, there's nothing. Everything seems like microtransaction, time gated,
Why
kind of
don't you
annoying.
play the board game?
Yeah,
Castles of
Ludwig's.
Mac
Yeah,
and
but like I want like a real game on the phone. That doesn't really exist, you
What?
know, like or the,
Um,
you know, like the closest thing I saw, and I mentioned this to Emmy, was Stardew Valley. I was like, oh, on the phone that might be pretty fucking cool.
Civ 6 is on the phone, but it's like phone style.
Civ 6 is on the phone?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it good?
Civilization's on the phone. I
Thank
don't know.
you,
I haven't
we are
tried
very
it.
Cute.
Yes.
I haven't tried it. I don't know.
I'm not cute.
We're getting some nice complimentarios.
Nope. Just want to make sure I am not centered. There we go.
Yeah,
Shush, John.
dude. When I hear myself, I realize how fucking smart I am. You know what I mean? I realize like, how do people not just stop and fucking bow when I speak? You like that, right? Yeah, I know you do, dude. You're as giddy as a little schoolgirl.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude,
Oh, interesting.
I've been playing a lot of Dota lately, and I've been winning a lot of Dota.
Oh yeah.
But we lost right before we came. I have never seen Shahan play as bad of a game ever as
it
he
'cause
did
he's-
right before we came.
Was it because he's sick?
Bro, I think so because literally from minute one, he was just making bad micro decisions. He was like I asked him, I'm like, bro, have you taken medicine? Are you feeling loopy? Like, what's going on? Literally, in the middle of the match, or not the middle, near the end of the match, he went to go to the bathroom because he's like, dude, I've had to go for like an hour.
No.
And literally, the moment he left, we lost. So he came back
Oh.
to like the screen
Oh,
of the
wow.
locker room, like, LOL.
That's the perfect ending for him.
But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty rough game, and we had a 5-stack too, and we got wrecked.
Thank you.
It happens
yeah,
every
the
once in a
5-star.
while, man.
Yeah, we had a 5-stack, and it was it happens. I mean, dude, I think I have like maybe an 80% win rate right now. I just win like all the time now.
So should I get the idea of Terraria out of my mind? Like, there's not even a realm of possibility.
Terraria? Oh, man, not Terraria. I'll do Minecraft.
You do Minecraft.
I do Mordhau.
You do
Yeah!
Let's do Mordhau.
Fuck yeah, let's do Mordhau.
I guess. Yeah, let's do Mordhau. I don't like those really tiny, small servers where everything.
I don't either. I like
everything-
the big
Oh,
ones.
bro.
I don't
It's
like
not
them.
fun
man.
to just go
Yeah,
up
it's
against
not.
you guys.
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
not.
verse
No,
everybody.
we go in like bigger server. There's like 16 people.
But I
want to
always be on your team. I never want to verse any of
Why?
you because it's not fun for me. I want to verse.
Come on.
I want to verse pubs,
I guess I
dude.
can understand that.
Why would I want to verse you guys in a game that I'm clearly awful at? I want to win with
I
you
can
guys.
understand that.
And this is
Sure.
the wrong game for you, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like it that much.
No,
but
I'm totally
it's
with.
cool.
I'm totally
It's
with
like-
you about like just charging down into like a massive.
I like the chaos because
spray.
then I can
like the
actually
chaos
get
too.
kills.
Yeah, because like not everybody's constantly paying attention to you. Like you could just
Yeah.
run up behind someone and kill them.
I think my favorite map is that snow map,
Oh yeah,
Which-
that one's really cool.
which like
Sure.
not a lot of people end up picking, but I like it the most.
I see. Hey, guys.
We should play Mordhau at some point.
I want to make a guy though,
Yeah.
but I don't know how much money you need to really do that kind of shit.
It's very interesting the level of customization they're allowing you to do in
Oh
Mordhau.
yeah, it's crazy.
I like it. I think they should increase the customization a little bit, like
How
not
so,
just
though? But,
aesthetically.
Like, what is already there, and what do you think they
Oh,
need?
like for example, the fact that they give you like I believe it's 16 talent points or 16 slots of space, and each perk or equipment costs a certain number of space.
Okay.
So you can only equip a certain number of things until you're like full, and that's it.
Oh, so that's
You know what
like
I mean?
straight up meta. That's like,
Yes,
okay, this is
exactly.
the best in slot or best value.
Exactly. Yeah. Different ways to combine your gear and your
Hello,
equipment.
Damuli.
You're gonna build like different builds. That's why people are posting on 4chan. They're posting their builds,
Yeah, that's what they're
like
doing.
what they've come up with. Yeah, like here's like a really good archer that's also like good at this or whatever. You know?
I have seen a lot of those fun emblems that be with the walking tree and
Oh,
like other
yeah.
things. They seem very cool. I mean, dude, there are two ideas I have. I want to play like a kind of a cleric, like heavy armor, mace, or like
Okay.
or something, and like just like fucking.
I have a
get in
dude like
there.
that, yeah.
Or like a straight up like short sword rogue, like just like annoy everybody. You know what I mean?
But you have to be very good for that, man.
Why can't I just spam? That's what you're saying. They just spam.
You could just spam and hope for the
those,
best.
For those weaker weapons like daggers and stuff, it's not guaranteed that you're gonna flinch people when you hit them. So you might be hitting them, but their swing still might go through, and you're not gonna have any armor. So like one good hit and you're dead.
You're gonna have to practice.
So-
You're just gonna take some trial and error to figure out what the best route is.
I mean, I'll say this, like from like I don't like that slow server feel, like that small server feel. I would much rather a large server because not only do I want to play with you guys primarily, but I also like feeling like we're part of something much bigger,
Sure.
especially in a siege warfare fucking game.
Sure.
You know, like it feels like it's so cool to be on a battlefield with like,
Right.
tons of people and like pushing, getting pushed
Right.
in, all that stuff.
Sometimes
In a small one-on,
Yeah.
if I wanted one-on-one, I would play a Super Smash. I
There's-
wouldn't play more.
There's room for both, bro. There's room
Yeah,
for both. There's an
but-
appeal to both.
But let me ask
But
you
it's like
something.
when you're learning the game, it's a lot smarter to do the smaller
Sure,
servers,
yeah.
learn from the people who know how to play the game, and then you can go and wreck face in those bigger servers.
true.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. I love on the bigger servers when, let's say your team's pushing through, but there's
Oh,
a few
shit.
avenues. There's like a few routes. You have like the west wing, the east wing, and then you have like the middle, for example. It's almost triple lane. You know, so you could like when you spawn, you could go left or you could go right or you could go down the middle, for example, right?
Sure.
So your team might be pushing through like the middle left, but then you notice like the right side is leaking enemies, and then you're almost like switching places. You're not necessarily
happens
a full
naturally
push.
too, yeah.
And then like you spawn and you're like, oh, there's people coming in from the right, and then when you like single-handedly, let's say slaughter like 2 or 3
or
people,
just hold your ground.
yeah, hold your
even.
ground, and then you're like the reason why they're not completely pushing through just
Yeah.
yet, and then you have more people spawning from your end, and then now the push has changed. All these people that would have gone left to continue the push are now defending the right. So then the left side that was pushing is not getting as many reinforcements anymore. So they're starting to dwindle. Next thing you know, the tide's changed again. So I love that whole like tide changing.
I love that organic feel of
Yeah.
like the straight warfare and stuff, and like I feel as though the one-on-one dueling is cool, but I think that it's it's better emphasized in the context of larger warfare, because then it feels more profound when you get into that one-on-one or 1v2 and you fuck shit up or
But
whatever.
once you get into those like 62-person servers, you never ever
Do we?
did. Like those servers are way too
but
small.
you don't need to do 62. You
Like
could
the-
do like
Do you know
kind
if
of a-
Tanya's on active? Do you know if Tanya's active?
Does she need to be?
Might she? Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Can you just fuck around for a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Whatever. Are you a skeleton?
I don't know.
Look, you
Oh,
look like
it
a
looks like
skelly.
I'm a skelly. Oh! Overview mission. What is this? Can I go here? Need to recruit a new swordsman. I'm supposed to press A here? Recruit. Oh, I'm supposed to recruit a new swordsman. That's what I'm supposed to do.
But you don't have enough gold for. Oh, you can recruit a new swordsman. But you
Yeah.
don't have enough gold for.
I shall right now. just dealing with a little bit of a situation. Yeah, for the future, guys, just please keep it civil. No racism, obviously, or you know what you're doing.
Apparently they don't.
No, I just have a good feeling they're just probably like preteens, like 12, 13-year-olds or something like that. It's gonna probably explain everything. Oh, see, I have to put it exactly where it wants me to put it. I don't like that.
You don't have choice.
I like when there's flexibility within the tutorial. Like when I start playing a game and in the beginning the tutorial allows me to have like some creativity.
I hate when they show like point an arrow at like.
Oh, I don't like that.
Click this.
No,
or
that's
do
I don't
this.
like. That's what I'm
like
saying.
that.
I don't like that. I like it when there's creativity within the tutorial. That's how I know the game's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Where if it's already open in the tutorial, it's gonna be even more open.
Hey.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, so I want to talk a little bit about this door because I want to get like an artist or
I
somebody
forgot about
into.
that.
no, bro. Did you see what happened last week?
What do you
I'm
mean?
totally kidding.
Bro,
You're so good at that. You're like reading the Wi-Fi password numbers. You're good at that.
It's like casual trolls, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I live
it's
for.
a good one.
Yeah.
they're harmless, easy.
Yeah.
But we should get someone
Easy.
to deal
What
with
easy?
that.
It's not easy, dude. It's a fucking art. I'm threading the needle, son.
It's easy. That's what I'm saying.
Threading-
It's easy.
It's pretty good.
It's organic.
It's easy for me, dude.
It's pretty good, solid. That was good. You got me all thrilled and excited. I kind of low-key was like, "Oh, cool, new drama."
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
"What else? What else happened? What else happened?"
Dude, I love last week. Oh man, it was super funny, dude. When Emmy was saying, "Yeah, we're taking a break from the other podcast," and then Arik was like,
cracking up.
Totally unrelated.
"No, I know, but it was just very funny."
I was like, "Oh,
No,
are
bro.
you now?"
No, dude. Like Weekly Tangent has been a great show. They're good guys. We've had 14 gorgeous guests and one nightmare.
Yeah.
And you know, it happens. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
I watched it. Not the
Yeah, I
whole. I couldn't
skimmed it,
couldn't watch the whole thing.
It's tough.
I skimmed it
Yeah.
around, but like, yeah, it was
Homeboy was yeah.
already.
Yeah.
You could tell. You could tell something was fishy.
Dude, did Shant, or did you guys ever get that episode out for the political
Bro,
podcast
I've
with
been
Shant?
so
or-
fucking
Oh, for sure.
like swamped.
I know
We
he
are very
advertised like
close.
his stuff.
yeah.
I didn't know if the episode was part of it.
Yes, it will be. Once I can get that up, I'm planning on soon.
Sure.
soon.
Awesome.
We just got.
I remember that was very fun, dude.
Yeah, man,
like,
it was fun.
Talking
We're gonna be
politics is
doing-
very enjoyable.
Yes, we're gonna be doing more of it soon. So,
Dude, I don't know if that book
Yeah, from
club
that-
cast will work out.
well, we could
I
do
just
something else.
can't.
Last class.
I can't. I want to do that last class for sure.
we should
I was
continue
even
that.
thinking of extra. Man, I was thinking of for the last class instead of doing it because I feel as though right now the next level has several casts in which there are a variety of topics being handled. For instance, in this cast, with us Level Up Live, we play games, we shoot the shit, we talk about a different thing every week. It's like almost as though every week it just does its own thing and it's fun.
Right.
Weekly Tangent is, in the name itself, is a tangent on the week. Then we have Shantan, he's going to talk about a different thing every time.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, instead of the last class being the same kind of thing where it's like a different drink, a different guest, a
Right.
different thing, what if it's just like, it doesn't have to be this
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all, but this is just an analogous example of what it could be. Let's say it's me and Danny drinking a different beer every week and talking about like music every week or some, you know what I mean? Like, as in there's some more structure to it instead of just like every week something new. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We can mess around with it.
Of course,
Until
yeah.
we come-
So I was
yeah.
just thinking more along those lines of like, if I was gonna approach last class again, which I would love to, I would want it to be more structured instead of the loose way we
Sure.
or we're thinking
That-
about it
that originally
initially.
was, yeah.
yeah.
I'm very down for that, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think the looser you for shows, man, the looser it is, the more genuine it is, the more like just heartfelt. Like the less it becomes work. So
Unless you're setting out to do some work on your body.
oh shit, dude.
Bro, why isn't there a fitness cast?
That's what
Or-
I was.
yeah.
That's what I was bringing up right
oh,
now.
okay, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that looser shows better unless you're aiming to put some work in and you want some structure.
Yes.
And working on your body requires some structure, and it's based on structure and framework. Your body is a framework, so that type of show, I feel like would benefit from having the structure and the framework and laying things out progressively and chronologically and all that, and having a plan, creating a plan. You know, this week this is what we were working on. Next week this is what we're working on. You know, seeing those improvements week to week, you have to have some structure for that.
Dude, you know what would be interesting is if you took like a new client and you film their progress through this cast.
Oh, or provided them their program and exercise selection like through the cast, like
and
like,
demonstrated each thing as
like these are the exercises you're supposed to be doing, and like here's the YouTube channel, and I have all the videos for them right there, like how to do them, you know, what the purpose is, what they accomplish, etc., like the do's and don'ts, and just have each episode pretty much similar to the next episode in the way that it presents the content. You know, for each exercise you address all these things. For example, it's not like you do it super random. You know, but yeah, how down would you be for?
I
like
am so sorry, man.
Fitness-based cast.
I didn't listen to.
That's okay. I just want to know, like, how in general, how down you'd be.
I'm very down, man.
In working on a fitness cast.
It's really tough to learn this game and then holding conversations.
Oh, no worries. It's okay.
But in general, like as a fitness,
I'll be very down, man. Like, were you thinking more kind of like actually showing the workouts, or is it just like straight up like podcast style?
No, I wasn't thinking doing podcast style.
Yeah.
I was thinking short. I was thinking like in one day we could record enough content for the week.
Yeah.
And output like multiple episodes every week. And I think it should be like shortish episodes and like, I don't know, like 10-minute, let's say.
Yeah, blurbs,
episodes, and each one is just focusing on like either one exercise or like one muscle group or like one, I don't know what yet or how to frame it, but like it would just be focusing on like one thing.
For sure.
Just like laying that one thing out top to bottom.
That makes sense to me, man.
Yeah,
it could be something you.
Marianne
give
is
to your
like
clients,
is
too.
saying she's down.
That's what I was. That's the part you
yeah.
missed. I was saying. John suggested. He said you should have a new client and then record
track their
progress and record
totally.
it through the show, for example. And I was saying I could have a bunch of exercises like fully laid out through the show that I would simply link to my clients and tell them, hey, you need to be doing these exercises in your program. I demonstrate them fully in these videos here, so you can look at how I do them, the do's and don'ts, what it's useful for, you know, demonstration, etc.
Right.
And then obviously like having a partner for like having someone stand there as I talk and I demonstrate things on their body as they try to execute it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like me or you or whatever.
Yeah,
you know
maybe
what I mean?
even Marianne.
Yeah, maybe Marianne or
she's even said that she's digging.
Oh, yeah?
That sounds great to me, man.
Yeah, I think
Dude, that's actually
there's some
really
like
cool.
logistics stuff that we'll need to figure out.
Of course, yeah.
Um,
Dude, if we're talking about next level, this is some next level shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to. If Mary wants to be part of it and involved too, I would love to.
Hey, maybe we
it.
get 24 Gym as like a sponsor.
We can have you know what people look for example, like there's a lot of people out there that have a significant other,
right,
and they want to work out with their significant other.
Couples
they just
exercises.
Yeah, they just don't know how. They don't know what to do. You know, they're just so individual and like you feel separate and isolated.
Dude, that's such an interesting niche to fill.
Exactly.
That's
so
cool.
So being able to like create routines and
That's
programs
clever,
and
man.
exercises for both you and your partner to be able to do together and have a bonding experience.
right.
You know, and then you can watch the videos together and learn together.
It's like Kama Sutra, but working out.
Yeah, go practice it together. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
no, that'd be fucking
there's
cool.
even more
That's
depth.
funny, man. Karma Sutra about working out. That's
Yeah,
funny.
dude.
But
Why
there's
not?
more depth to the working out
No,
because
of
we're
course,
covering
yeah.
more part of the
Of
body.
course,
We're
yeah.
covering the whole body.
It's just so that's a great idea, dude.
Yeah.
I would love to
I think
fucking see
I
that
would
shit.
I would want to like handle it pretty seriously,
Yeah.
like because I think that is a big market online, like, and I want to have an online presence as a trainer too. So that would be like a big chunk of the entryway.
Let's talk about this. Dude.
Yeah. Another idea I have is like having an Instagram page, and then if the two can be related, even better. I could advertise the online, the YouTube videos and stuff through the Instagram and vice versa.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
all the
And,
socials.
yeah,
you
I've
should be
been
like,
thinking about like creating a standalone Instagram page dedicated
for sure.
to training and having that online presence. Down the line, I was thinking of, you know, creating like 8-week program, 10-week program for strength gain or whatever, and then just like selling that program.
Oh wow,
to
sure.
people, you know, and then being able to like say have the YouTube videos to back up
Right.
for example, the program where it's like, here's the program verbiage. But then if you want to see demonstration visually, video-wise, you could
Yeah.
also go here
Here
and then
you go,
check
yeah.
out, this is, the
Put the channel
episode
up and-
that you
yeah,
need
yeah,
for
yeah,
this
yeah.
program, this exercise, etc., etc.
For sure.
Dude,
So,
this
like,
is all pretty
It could,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's
that's-
super in-depth. Like, it could be very advanced.
Well, we can approach this in so many different ways too,
Yeah.
because like we can also do kind of like a series of just like like specific exercises.
Yes.
It's like super short, like 30
Yeah,
seconds
like
to
a
minute.
series, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just like
Yeah.
every like this is how you do a proper curl.
Mhm,
This
mhm.
is how you do a proper this, proper that, and then we can make like playlists and stuff like that.
Sure.
Saying it's
Different series for different things. Yeah.
like different workouts. Like
that's a
this
great
is
idea.
like one workout that you
Mhm.
guys.
And you
should
can
do.
even
This
post
is-
those straight to Instagram, especially if they're short, like 30-second clips. You
Yeah.
can actually just have that as part of your
100%.
Instagram
I like
profile.
that idea because there's so many different ways we could do it and so many different things we could focus on. It's a
Right.
great idea to have series that each focus on their own thing. Like this series, we're just showing you how to do the exercise, for
Right.
example. This series, we're getting nitty gritty about like which muscle group it targets and why. You know,
You're talking the science, but also the actual
Yeah,
doing,
exactly.
the nutrition,
yeah,
this kind of thing.
exactly.
all
So
of
like
it,
we can
yeah.
have a different clip series for like the different aspects
yeah.
and different layers of what it's gonna take for you
Dude, that's
to
Right.
reach
so
your fitness
great.
goals.
That's
Yeah.
such a great idea.
I follow a lot of fitness gurus online who already do this kind of thing.
So
Right.
you know,
There's a couple that are very good at it, and like they even add like post-production like animations and
Right.
things like arrow pointing or like
Right,
cool
right,
little
right.
pop-ups and stuff
Yeah.
through their videos, which really adds
Yeah,
a high-quality presentation to it.
it's like I would say it's like let's not necessarily copy it, but
No.
like, let's find
Our
something
own
that-
flavor.
let's
Yeah.
find something that works better.
yeah, for sure.
It's like watch those videos and it's like what's missing here.
yeah,
yeah, that's always a
yeah.
good
Deliver
question.
something new. Deliver some new experience there. People use muscle markers where you're standing there and I'll draw on your body with a muscle marker where it's
Oh,
like very
cool.
easily washable, but I
Yeah.
could like trace muscle areas and like show you like which
Oh, that's
area you're
pretty
working.
cool.
So like I could highlight like your pec red so you
Right.
know where the cutoff and the insertion is and how you want to
Can I
use
can I
that,
can
you
I
know?
interject here? So we were very early on in the conversation of this cast. We were talking about what makes video games, certain video games,
yeah.
have the impact that they do.
Exactly.
Like Minecraft, whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess the conclusion we came to was an umbrella
Accessibility.
of things, accessibility, friendliness,
Simplifying
simplification,
it, for
etc.
example, yeah.
So can
Apply
we
that
think,
concept, yeah.
Can we apply that to our
100%.
cast?
100%.
Or anything that the next
yeah.
level does is if we want to have it make the impact.
But take it and simplify it. Yeah.
There's also the reverse where we go, let's say, quote unquote, the cyberpunk route where we double down on making it
More
more of
advancing.
what it is
Sure.
to what you were
Sure.
saying earlier, complete or innovate that
Sure.
genre.
Sure.
So there's two ways of handling it. So can we apply that game logic to
I
our
think so.
cast?
I think so.
Sure.
I don't know.
I
You know,
think so.
just some
I don't
food
even
for
think
thought.
it's. I don't necessarily think it's game logic. I think it's
Just
like
life logic, I guess.
marketing
Yeah, yeah.
logic or.
But
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Sales logic.
Yeah.
or
If
whatever.
we could maybe try to think in those terms, because that
I
you
agree.
reminded me of it. I mean, when you said look at something and ask yourself what's missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so let's actually get a good list of kind of ways of thinking about future projects like that and like the accessibility thing, and say, can we apply? If we can't, we can't. You know, but let's ask those
Right.
questions
Right.
first.
Well, let's ask that question for this episode. Like this episode that we've had so far today. Like, what did this episode or this style or what we're doing today? What is this delivering that is different or more accessible or simplified or new or anything to do with that? Like, what is it? So, for example,
I thought
right
we had
off-
a super great in-depth combo.
yeah, that's what I was gonna bring
Like,
up.
I thought we had an amazing
Yep,
discussion, and we
that's-
still are.
Yep, that's one of my points. I was gonna say, like, initially, right off the bat, when you look, our format's pretty interesting and
Yeah.
cool. I think our format is very interesting and cool. It makes me want to like stick around and watch a little bit longer. That's all we need, right? We need just someone to just stick around and watch a little bit
And
longer.
subscribe.
Well, eventually,
And it's
that's the end goal, right? Eventually,
yeah.
they're building up to the subscribing.
It's like so like my entire idea is when we made this initial change to this format
Yeah.
was exactly that.
Yeah.
It's like, this
Make
is
it more
something-
accessible, basically. Or
No, it's like this is something that no one does.
oh yeah, just the newness
It's like
of it, the
the-
freshness of it. Or,
Yeah, it's like just the very fact of you know like everything's kind of just up in the air. Like whatever, we might be playing a game, we might be talking.
It's a post-fact world, dude. Get used to
Yeah.
it. Everything's up in the air.
Right, you're not sure, so it's like exciting. You want to find out, or you want to know, and you're not
Yeah.
fully satisfied. Right? It's like you're not
Not
fully
fully-
satisfied, right?
Yeah.
Like we kind of played the game. We didn't like fully play the game. Maybe
Yeah.
you want to see more of it next time. But yeah, the conversations that we're having, the content, the depth of the convo.
We've
for
never
example.
lacked for that. It's
I think that we delivered that, but you know you do have to stick around for that. So I think like if I were to ask what's missing, for example, right? What's missing is that bridge between someone starting to watch and reaching a point where they're able to say like, oh, the content of their conversation is valuable and like so good and I want to listen to more. But how do they get from not knowing that to knowing that and creating that bridge there? So I think whatever is missing is what's going to allow the person to stick around and listen long enough to come to the realization that, hey, oh, wow, okay, the content and the substance of their conversation is good.
You know, I agree with that. And it reminds me of a combo that I had with Sarkis over the weekend. My cousin, who's one of his clients, he was like, he straight up told me, he's like, I really love when you guys really discuss and debate things. But then the second you start playing, and this was primarily with the old format. When you guys start playing the games, he's not a gamer, so he just kind of bounces off.
Yeah, sure.
And I understand, you know, not everyone who watches is going to be a gamer, but also at the previous format, gamers were like, in our implicit way, the target audience. But this format, right, that we have right now,
it's more accessible.
Is good. It's more accessible. It's friendlier.
Exactly.
Because literally, we haven't mentioned this game maybe even once. Maybe when you went to like deal with stuff and Arig and I were talking, we mentioned the game like a little bit. We haven't really talked about it. It's just in the background, and we're talking about this and that, and we're having super in-depth combos. And I think it's tough because the format kind of makes you believe that the game is the center stage, but it's not really. It's also like it's just there the same way we're all here.
So that could be both a good and a bad thing. It could be a double-edged sword, right?
It's a double-edged
so kind of
sword,
like what we mentioned about Game of Thrones, where now it's like trying to make everybody like it.
Right.
You know, so it's like now it's like gamers are not quite getting what they want because it's not quite game centric. And then the people that are not looking for the game, they're looking for the convo, are getting it partially, but then also kind of not because then the game's still there. You know what I mean? So if we split our focus too much, we're neither playing the game, we're neither fully getting immersed in the convo, and we're trying to do both. I feel like then it might be like...
But it's not
bad. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Is ultimately it is a video game show.
Yeah.
This show is supposed to be about video games.
Yeah.
And most of our combo
the
was
conversations
about it.
revolve around video games.
Every once in a while, if we talk about other stuff, you know,
but it's still based
like for instance right now.
Yeah.
It's based off video games. It connects back into video games.
Right.
You know, we always make that connection back, and then we do play a game. So I just wanted to bring up the point of like not straying away so far from.
No, of course not.
That it turns into.
I don't want to lose that, dude.
Episode.
We've grown up on video.
Right.
Like this is what we are here to do.
This is what this episode is
otherwise,
about.
we're just another weekly tangent. Let's say
exactly.
Like we're another cast. That's whatever we want to talk about.
We can just make a different show for that,
right?
And that's why we discussed like I'm not gonna make this a fitness related thing, even though we ended up talking a little bit about.
No,
that,
of course.
You know?
It is like this is. You guys said it.
Yep.
Ultimately, it's a video game show.
Yeah.
But I feel as though that doesn't harm the content that people are listening to or watching.
Sure.
No, of course not.
It's just the more interesting.
We have tendrils that extend quite far. They go in different directions.
That sounds gross, dude.
Whatever, man. There's a fetish
Dude,
for
when
it.
John
There's some anime shit. That's
when
where I draw the line.
When John hears himself speak, dude.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, I know you're telling me, dude. I know you're telling me. If there's anything
because
I know,
you never
I know
stop
you're
telling
telling
him,
me.
dude.
The day you're not telling me, tell me that day that you're not telling me.
Bro, I mean, you got me. When you got me, you got me. You know.
Oh, boys.
Life is.
It's working out. You're
doing
dominating.
I'm doing it.
We're not the skeleton dudes. We're actually the other.
I
We're
thought we were
we're
the
not the skeleton
skeleton.
we were
dudes at
completely
all,
the other
dude.
dudes. The whole time before you came and I was holding the controller, we thought we were the other team.
We're Mercia. We're going against Ragna.
Oh, your guys are getting taken out here.
My guys are fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whoops.
So what made you want
I
to
like
even
this.
check this game out?
Fuck,
I mean,
I-
because of
I-
the genre.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
my
accidentally ended a turn? You
Yeah.
wasted a whole turn?
That's okay.
You got to start over.
No. I like the style of game, man. It's like turn-based tactics. I've always liked it. Advanced Wars
But
was
what
great.
I
even
love turn-based
alerted you
tactics.
to it? Was it eShop? Was it you
Yeah,
saw a
it's-
YouTube video?
It's
Or
a popular game.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, cool. Good rating.
Is it
good
new,
reviews.
or-
So far, yeah,
Dude,
this year.
Oh, okay.
you're into turn-based tactics, right?
I love
You
it.
Just, you love
I've been
turns.
looking for
You've
stuff
never,
like that.
You never... Oh, my God. Dude.
Uh-oh.
You never... Oh, my God.
What? Give me the recommendation, dude.
You've never played Heroes of Might and Magic?
Just with you, like very briefly.
It's
I mean, that is-
Well, like
the-
it's old now, right?
Yeah, but it's the I mean, it's old, but it's better than this. Like, if you like this,
it's
Heroes of Might and Magic
That's
is
okay. I want to spend
the
some more time with this
classic.
until I would know.
when it comes to like tactical strategy, turn-based strategy like that, Heroes of Might and Magic is the classic.
But I don't want a classic. I want something good.
It's
you know?
the
No,
best.
it's really good.
No.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't mean that.
It's super
But
good.
like,
I play it.
I want something modern. You know, like
Oh yeah.
It's not
Well,
modern.
have you
but
tried
What's a-
any
what's
of
a
the new
modern one?
Fire Emblem games?
no.
Fire Emblem
I've
is
never
modern.
Those are
Fire
similar
Emblem.
to this.
It's exactly this.
Yeah.
It's exactly this, just more modern than this, and just
Yeah.
as good as this, or better.
I'm trying to think what are other games similar
Honestly,
to this.
guys, like
though?
this seems
Civ-
all right. This is like
Civ is similar. Civ is like the middle ground.
Oh,
Well, we
what
should
about Age
totally-
of Wonder? You know that game?
I've
yeah.
heard of it. I don't think I've
it's like
played it.
Civ but fantasy,
Oh, interesting.
and all the races are fantastical. And
Oh, so I tried Endless Legend.
Yeah.
is it?
oh, that's similar,
Endless
I
Legend?
right?
did not like that at
Oh,
all.
I've never played it, but
was- it's so fucking dense. It's so
Yeah,
like
it's
there's so
really-
much going on.
there's
like
a lot.
It's all
yeah.
gone time.
It's a lot. Yeah, there's too much. There's
Was-
a lot happening.
She
funny
said
here?
that on my
The
my
mustache is
page
gone.
already.
Oh.
yeah.
Some other things entirely gone too.
Deforestation.
my
I
my
think.
beard, my
Oh.
mustache. It's all kaput. But it'll grow back.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be
Sure.
right
Doing
back.
all right?
I'll finish this battle for you.
Good,
The
man,
best
good.
way I know how.
No, but that fitness cast seems like a great idea, man.
I think so, dude.
Very good stuff.
I think I want to do it.
I mean,
think
you
it's
should,
gonna be
and this is
super-
the perfect opportunity to do it, and there's a good environment to do
Yeah,
it.
it's a great opportunity.
And I think, dude, I honestly think you double down on that niche thing with you and Marianne.
Yeah,
The couple's working out.
I think that series would be a popular series.
100.
Some series are going to end up being more popular than others, you know. So I think that would be one of the popular series. Is the couples
but
one.
like, okay, so when you say series, what are you envisioning? Because to me,
like a couple series, like this
But-
series is.
no, but I'm saying like
What?
I can imagine a whole channel dedicated to couple workouts.
Oh yeah, I could too.
You know what I mean?
I could too.
So when you say series, you mean
well, because
a
I don't
smaller
want
thing
because I
in the
want
bigger
the
container?
because I want the channel to be the fitness channel and have an umbrella of like a lot of other things I do. One of them being couples related series exercises. You know, I don't want it to end there though.
Gotcha.
I want to be able to have like a standalone series of like episodes of me just demonstrating all pool related
Sure, yeah,
exercises
yeah,
and
yeah.
possibilities you could be doing. There could be a series on home workouts, all just workouts that you could do at home
I have a
without even
question.
any equipment, no equipment workouts, for
It-
example.
So do you know if 24 allows you to film things inside of 24?
With permission.
So could you technically do that and then
With
have upload it through our studio?
With permission, I could, although anything that's not going to be somehow giving 24-hour fitness something out of it is not something that they would
Sure,
want. If
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's a
I was just
it's like strict
curious.
competition
Yeah,
at that
of
point,
course,
you know.
of
So I
course.
would,
Yeah.
they wouldn't.
Because they have so many machines that would be so useful for
Yeah,
so
of
many
course, like
things, and
gym machines and stuff like that to use. It would be
I'm
a
guessing
way to
you're-
transcend.
Did you lose or did
No.
you win?
Just
Oh.
lost some
Just-
units.
Just still at it.
He's very fortified.
Dude, so you know,
Yeah.
life is just
They're
too funny,
archers,
man.
or
Yeah,
not?
These guys are archers.
They have age. Oh, okay. So this will finish them off. That's
Nice.
it. Now we got to kill the main hub.
Was everything okay,
Yeah, yeah.
tech wise, or
Yes. Yes, very much. So.
Yeah, I like this game.
I like your
immediately
I
know.
like your not status, your
quote.
at. Oh yeah, that was one thing I was gonna say.
What's your quote?
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
The
what it
quote
is.
today was "Don't attack with anger."
Never
Oh.
attack in anger.
Never attack in anger. So
If you tell me where that's from, I'll be very impressed.
no, I don't know where that's
Oh,
from.
that's too bad.
Where is it from?
Zorro.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's his #1 rule. Never attack in anger.
Nice. Amber loved it. She loves every quote. She's like, she literally texts me every time we do this, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Every time the quote is just like exactly the vibe
Hell yeah.
of like the
Yeah.
time.
How
Fuck
do you
yeah.
how do
I
you
tried.
end your turn?
You just click. Enter.
Oh,
What was I gonna say? Shit, it wasn't a quote.
that one time that
Code, status.
Hike and I
what
were
we talking about?
boxing.
Your status. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
Your status today of advertising the show when you're like, we're gonna be up for a couple hours, or a few hours, so hang in. I was like, "Lel, dude, that's actually funny because all our episodes lately have been like 2, 3, 4 hours. Like they've been long.
Yeah.
Episodes because it's not a show anymore. It's just we're live.
It just is.
We're
Yeah,
just
we're just
live.
live now.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There isn't really like a specific beginning and end. It just is.
yeah. What were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say?
You
Oh
went
yeah,
back
that
for
one
boxing.
time I was gonna say it was relating to the quote, "Don't attack in anger." When Hike had his phase of like being really interested in boxing. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where he wanted
Was
to
he
like,
boxing?
Yeah,
Well, I
he
mean,
wanted to.
Like sparring?
To call it.
Yeah,
Oh.
He
Yeah.
wanted to.
he was really interested in it. He was really into it. He wanted to
Oh, but-
learn. He wanted to do
Oh,
it. He wanted
okay.
to get good at it. Maybe potentially even like have an amateur match at some point.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there was a phase of time, but like we were both really into
Yo,
it.
Hike would be fucking sick. Like,
Potentially.
he's a
That's what you would think.
he's a thick
That's
boy.
what you- that-
Yeah, that's what you would-
your impression.
That's what
yeah.
you would think.
Yeah.
You know. So I would bring my boxing gloves down to San Diego, and then we'd like spar
Sure.
and stuff, and like I try to teach him and all that. So then, I'm small and fast, so he was having a hard time like landing a hit because I kept
Yeah,
dodging.
for sure.
So he he started getting frustrated. And I was like, "Look, man, you're starting to swing in frustration. Don't do that. Like you're losing track of like
Yeah,
what you're
there you
doing
go.
because you're attacking anger, right?" So he didn't listen to me. He got even more frustrated. He started charging at me and swinging wildly, and completely left his face exposed. In reflex, just in reaction, I ended up uppercutting him in the nose, and it was a bad. It was flush.
You hit him.
Yeah, it was flush. It was like blood.
Oh
Like
shit, dude.
we have to. He was a little delirious at the moment. He was like, "No, I'm good. Let's keep going." It was like blood dripping down his face. I'm like, "No, bro. Let
We're
me go
not
get
going
some
in.
that
Even
paper
if
towels."
he wasn't delirious, he would say that.
Yeah, I was like, "Let me get
Man.
some paper towels." He's like, "No, this is good. I learned my lesson." Like he's like, "I wouldn't learn my lesson otherwise. Like this is what I need." And
There
then
you go, dude.
I felt
Yeah.
bad though.
Don't attack in anger. Never attack.
Never
In
Yeah,
anger.
attack in
so
anger.
that's my point. Was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because you lose
don't
your
attack
way.
in anger. Yeah, you don't.
You
get
lose
foggy.
your way. You
Yeah.
lose the way, dude.
Yeah.
No strategy. You present an opening on yourself. I love games that when they're having conversation and it's almost like they have their own dialect of like sounds that they're
Yeah.
making out of their mouths.
Dude, it's like Sims. Have you ever played?
Or
Sims?
Spore.
Oh,
You remember Spore
yeah,
did that
yeah,
really
yeah.
well. Spore was so amusing.
God damn, dude!
in
I
the way
thought
they did
Spore
that.
would be the game I play forever. You know what I mean? I thought it was the game.
Spore was okay, man. Spore
like
was
Spore.
fun for what it was.
I like
Yeah.
Spore.
Spore
But
was
the thing
very
is,
fun for
let me
what it
tell you,
was.
I mean, I played Spore for a week and I loved it.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
yeah.
after the week, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, Tanya, so funny. She's
Well,
like,
what did she say?
tell that to the Hulk.
What-
Don't
what-
attack in
Oh,
anger.
yeah.
Tell that to the Hulk.
Good
He-
job.
It's in his identity. He
Yeah.
wouldn't be the Hulk if he didn't
That's
attack
my
in anger.
secret cap. I'm always
He's always angry.
Oh.
If he's always angry, he's never angry, right? Because it normalizes.
Dude, well, have you guys have both seen Endgame?
yeah.
No,
Oh, you
You
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
I
it?
haven't seen it yet. No, I want to.
Oh, well.
Well, I just wanted to say something. Well, I'll just say this: no spoilers. But tell me,
Yes.
regardless of what you think about Marvel superhero movies, whatever,
Sure.
tell me the Hulk's role in that movie wasn't funny as fuck.
Yeah.
It was funny as fuck, right?
The Hulk?
Yeah.
No,
It was
in
super
Endgame?
funny. Yeah, it
It's
was
like a little bit. They're making him more of like a comedy character, especially after
Bro,
Ragnarok.
same thing with
It's
same thing
perfect.
with
The same
Thor.
thing with Thor.
Yeah, yeah. Which is good and bad.
I like it, man.
I like it with
I like
Thor.
it,
I don't know
yeah.
if I like it with Hulk.
No, I like it with Hulk.
Thor was fucking funny in Endgame
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah.
But also really in depth and deep too. I thought
Yeah.
Thor was probably one of the standout performances in Endgame.
Yeah.
I want a serious superhero movie, one that has
Batman?
Batman.
almost no comedy.
Oh,
in it.
talking about Batman, new Batman. Did you guys hear who's the new Batman?
No.
No?
What?
Edward from
What?
From the vampire movie. What's the actor's name?
What? Edward Norton?
No, not
What?
Edward
What?
Norton. What's his
Wait,
face?
John, where are you
Bro,
going?
what's his name? What's it?
What's
Robert
going on?
Robert Pattinson is the new Batman. Yeah, no
Wait,
joke.
what?
Yeah.
Are
no,
we,
I'm,
am I thinking about the same person?
yes.
No, wait.
Yes.
Wait,
I
wait.
promise you.
Wait,
I promise you. Variety reported on it earlier today.
wait. Wait.
I think it's a good pick, John.
Wait, are you talking about the
Edward from Twilight.
Twilight guy? The
Yes.
Twilight guy.
Yeah,
the Twilight
the
guy is going to be the new Batman.
Yeah.
The Twilight guy is going to be the new
The
Batman.
the Twilight guy is fucking jacked.
You know what?
Dude. The
Really?
Twilight
Is
guy
he?
is a decent actor. The Twilight guy has a bad rap.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
I think
care.
it's just his
That's
chin.
dumb.
I am way on board.
I think it's just his chin.
I am way
He,
on board.
he has a chin.
I'm way on board.
And Batman has a chin.
way on
So
board.
they
You
just
think
want
he's
his
a
chin.
Bruce Wayne?
I think they just want his chin. Look,
Dude,
look at this
Batman
chin.
is not just Batman. Batman is Bruce Wayne. Robert Pattinson is not a Bruce Wayne.
Bro, that looks like a Bruce Wayne to me, bro.
That
That looks like Bruce Wayne to me, dude.
The chin has to have character.
One
Like
sec,
if there's
please.
no chin on Batman, because that's all
Because
you
that's
see.
all you
That's all you see.
see,
There has to
yeah.
be character in that chin. It has to be like square. You need to get a stocky guy, not a skinny, scrawny guy. This guy is a tall, skinny, scrawny guy. You need a short, stocky guy that you can put on stilts to make him seem tall, but he has the build of a short, stocky guy with the square jaw.
What did you think of Christian Bale as like Batman?
I think that was dumb.
What? What? You didn't like Dark Knight or any of those movies? Yeah. What the fuck? You're saying you want a serious superhero movie? You don't like Dark Knight?
I want a serious superhero movie. Batman's not a superhero because he has 0 superpowers. Boom.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's what I mean. Batman's not a superhero, bro. He's just a rich dude doing superhero-like things.
Okay.
With
But
all
he-
those gadgets
he has
and
no
stuff,
Well,
he
Man
doesn't
of,
like
well,
super
Man of
stuff,
Steel.
dude.
Man
No,
of Steel.
that's what I'm talking about.
Man
Now
of Steel.
that's
But
legit.
Man of Steel is garbage though.
That's
The first one I liked did well enough.
Well,
it's good. It's garbo, but I like
I
it.
want it on that level. Like a serious superhero flick that's like
Wonder Woman.
okay.
what it would be like to be like in the
No.
real world.
I
Wonder
wouldn't call
Woman.
that like a serious one though. I guess it's
It was
serious.
serious.
Yeah, I
What do you
guess.
mean? It was super serious.
But like, how would it play out?
It
in
just
the
had a
real
dumb
world?
romance
like
side
realistic, like superhero,
Oh.
like realism
Oh,
type
let
of.
me think, dude. There's
Like Watchmen was cool.
yeah, man.
Oh, the show!
yeah, the
Watchmen
new one.
show.
The show!
Yeah, the new one's in the works.
Okay, I've never seen Watchmen. Ever.
It's
The
it's
movie.
like serious. It's good. I like it.
I've never seen it, but I saw the trailer for the show. Bro,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about Watchmen. I've never seen the movie, never read the comics, nothing.
Yeah.
The show looks so good.
That's like
it
a really
looks so
grounded.
cool.
That's a really grounded superhero thing. What?
Tanya's speaking.
Oh, what is she saying?
She's like, Christian,
Money is a superpower.
Christian Bale is the best Batman. Money is his superpower.
Yeah, there you go, dude. Yeah,
No, let's not let this get to people's heads. Money is not a superpower, guys.
it is for him, man. If you throw enough money at it, you get a nice bat suit and you get a rumbler and all that stuff.
Well, you
You get Alfred.
physically, he's very fit.
Yeah.
He's a martial artist.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a
so
ninja.
actually,
Trade ninja.
no matter how much money he had, if he didn't have his
Dude,
martial arts training,
yeah.
he would still not be Batman.
Dude, I thought
So really,
Batman
what makes him
Begins-
Batman is his physical capabilities, which is the foundation. The money
Right.
simply brings it all to life.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way
Right,
of putting
okay.
it. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Like, were there other versions of Batman that he wasn't like jacked and ripped?
I don't think so. I think it's actually
Like
part
in
of
the
his
earlier-
origin. He
Oh.
got trained by like Razgul or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
or what's his
What
name?
about Batman Beyond? Was Batman Beyond super? I forget.
Which
Did
one
you
was
guys ever
Batman
watch
Beyond?
that show? It was when it was like
animation.
when Bruce Wayne. Yeah, it was a cartoon. It was when
Oh.
Bruce Wayne was like almost retired and not Batman
Oh.
anymore. But then a new kid was like stumbled upon like so. I'm pretty
I
sure he
don't
was
remember
actually
that.
super.
No, I think he's just really young and agile.
No, I think he was
You think he
actually
had some powers.
I think he had some powers. Yeah,
I don't
because
recall.
because why him over any other young and agile person? I think there was something like either he like was bitten by something or like something happened
Interesting.
where. But I could be wrong, of course. It's been so long since I remember this shit. But dude, that show was so good.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond was amazing.
I don't
So
think I
was
watched that.
Shazam. You guys ever watched Shazam?
What, the Shack?
No, wait, not Shazam.
No.
Oh, no,
Shazam
not
is Shaq.
Not Shazam.
No,
Sorry,
no, let's talk about Shazam,
No.
dude.
There's a
Static
new
Shock.
movie.
Static Shock.
But there's a new Shazam movie coming out
Yeah,
with the
there
actual
is.
What?
Shazam character, and there's like the
It's
kid.
not Shaq.
Oh,
dude, it's
that-
No, man. No,
That's
Shazam is a
Yeah, 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 yeah.
superhero.
Yes. Yes.
And it's the kid. He goes Shazam, and it like lightning
no,
Yeah,
strikes
yeah,
him.
yeah.
dude, Kazam. Well, wasn't Kazam Shaq? I think Shazam is someone else. I think it's
Kazam
Kazam.
is Shaq is the genie, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember how he beats the bad guy at the end
I
of the
don't
movie?
remember that
He
fucking
turns spoilers for Kazam. He turns the bad guy into a basketball and shoots him into a garbage can. There you go,
It's
dude.
amazing.
End of story.
I remember I liked that movie as a kid.
Yeah, as
but
a
I was
kid.
talking about Static Shock. You guys remember
I
that
remember
show?
that. Yeah, I
do
remember
not.
that.
He was like a black guy with
Electrical-
with
yeah, he was
electrical
wearing a
powers,
yellow suit.
and he had a white nerdy friend who like did all the tech shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it was such a good show.
It was- the music
It
was
was the
cool.
best.
I
Yeah,
like the intro.
superhero
It's
Static
pretty,
Shock.
yeah, it was
Woo,
pretty
woo.
Oh,
good.
I don't remember that.
Dude, it was such a good cartoon.
Static Shock. Oh, yeah, I remember
Shaq
that.
was Kazam, according to Tanya.
Kazam.
Kazam, yeah.
Okay.
And Tanya's asking, what superpower can bats bring to the table? Echolocation?
Bats?
Yeah. So
Oh.
senses, yeah, like they have special senses.
Yeah.
Hearing, audio
Flight.
sense?
I mean, straight up gliding.
Flight,
flight,
audio
and-
sense.
They could
Pretty much.
more or less like see in the dark, I guess.
Yes, in the
with
dark
like sonar.
and hear in the dark, yeah, sonar.
Audio.
They can-
just
they can-
all audio
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like isolating yourself in a cave. That's what Batman does.
Hanging upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important.
Dude, I don't know how you don't like those
Oh.
Batman films.
I don't like Batman,
Did
bro.
you see? Oh no, Batman is quite badass. I'm sorry,
Dude,
you're wrong there.
Batman Begins
about-
and The Dark Knight are just some of the best superhero films, or just good films in
I
general.
think Batman Begins is fine.
I liked it a lot.
I love Dark Knight.
Yeah, of
I think
course.
that's my favorite.
I thought the
superhero
third one
movie.
was whatever.
I didn't like the third one at all. I thought third one was rough.
Yeah.
But Dark Knight was really cool.
Mhm.
The Joker movie, man. Have you guys seen the trailers to that?
Yes.
It looks fucking cool.
I'm pretty interested because I
Yeah.
like Joaquin Phoenix.
I do too.
I think
I
he's a
like
great
Joaquin Phoenix. I'm
Yeah.
tired of the Joker.
Yeah.
As a character,
Yeah.
I'm so freaking tired of
I
it
love-
already.
Okay, who's your favorite bad guy in, let's say, Batman?
Bad guy in Batman.
Ooh.
Oh, Freeze.
Okay,
Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze, dude.
Really?
Yeah, man. His storyline and like
What's his
he's
story? I
like
don't even know.
technically not a bad guy. He does bad things with good intentions. Essentially, like his wife is like terminally ill. He's trying to save his wife. Et cetera,
What is
et
his
cetera.
whole thing? Is like
He's trying to save his wife. His
From
wife
what?
is like terminally ill with
Oh.
something. He's trying to like save her.
Like,
I don't remember
freeze
all
her
the
until
details
he
and stuff.
figures out
Yeah, basically,
the
and like in the
solution?
process, he's like stealing and
Oh.
things like that, doing whatever it's gonna take, whether it's breaking laws or something. And then because Batman is so just and stuff that he has to stop him. But it's not. He's not like a
Sure.
full on bad guy necessarily. You know what I mean? He's just trying to save his wife essentially.
I think
is what
that's the kind
remember
of
in
like
the
a
story.
common motif in a lot of Batman bad guys. Like obviously you get people like Joker that is just like
His
chaos
whole
the
point
point
Penguin
is
is
chaos,
too. The
yeah.
Penguin is
Yeah,
just
the
like a
Penguin
mafia
too.
guy.
Right,
Yeah.
he's just a mafia guy, but
But
still,
then
he's
you
a
get
bad
like
guy.
Two-Face, which is my personal favorite.
I like Two-Face.
Two-Face is fucking
Vengeance.
badass.
He's all about vengeance. Basically.
No, he's all about fairness.
fairness.
And for him, like everyone
Fairness
is
is
biased.
random.
Yeah. No, for him, everyone is biased, regardless of who you are. You're biased. So the only thing that is completely unbiased is chance.
His chance.
But let me tell you something. This was I
love that.
I
That's
like
cool.
I like that in theory, but
Yeah.
I don't think Two-Face is actually like that. I'll tell you why.
Oh
Because
no, he has this. Yeah.
I'll tell you, because he has the whole thing where you really decide what you want on the flip of the coin, and that's what you're going to do anyway.
Mm.
So it's not so much that the randomness decides, is that the randomness allows you to decide. So I feel like he's still being a villain. He's still malicious.
No Country
for
for,
sure.
Old
No,
Men.
100%.
No Country for Old Men. That villain character, he flips the coin
No Country for Old Men. Oh yeah, that's right. He does.
when
flip
he's
the
gonna
coin.
kill somebody, right?
Yeah.
He flips the coin. He's like,
Oh,
"Oh, it's
shit,
your
dude,
lucky
yeah.
day."
What was his name? Anton Chigurh.
Anton, yeah,
Yeah,
he
good
was a
fucking-
really
good
villain.
shout, man.
He's like
Yeah.
exactly like Two-Face, basically,
Huh. I guess.
right? You would
Yeah.
like that character almost for similar reasons.
That's interesting. Yeah.
But he wasn't. Was he flipping the coin for reasons of fairness, or was it a different?
Or
I think his coin
sociopathy.
flipping was
Yeah.
based
Or
on.
both.
It was based on a different psychology, not necessarily just a fairness psychology.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was like different. It was very unique.
Yeah.
Tanya posed a question to you.
Yeah,
What
she's
do
like,
you
"How do you
think
feel about Iron Man?" It's a
If
good
you don't
question.
If you don't like Batman,
Well,
how do
no,
you feel about Iron
But
Man?
well, here's the thing, right? It's like Iron Man. So it's not Iron Man. It's Tony Stark. Tony Stark is not a superhero. Tony Stark is just a human being in a suit.
Is Iron Man a superhero?
Iron Man is a superhero, right?
Then
Because when you
Batman's
look,
a superhero. Because he has his utility belt, he has all his armor, he has his bat suit.
He can
has-
glide.
He can glide. Like then Batman's a superhero, and Bruce Wayne is dude with a lot of money.
I guess it's a
and
matter of
martial
like
arts background.
where you draw
But
the
also,
line.
I guess you could make the argument that because he has that core, like Iron Man
It's-
has
he's
that core
different.
thing, he's
Yeah,
just
he's
he has
not-
the nanotech, he has the core that keeps him alive.
Batman is
he's augmented.
so
Batman is not augmented.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Batman is human. It's like Batman is like you could hurt the window of like hurt, like how much damage you could cause on Batman, for example, and how much damage he can dish out is totally on a different level of like Iron Man, for example. You know what I mean? It's like Iron Man transcends into territory of like inhuman capability,
Yeah,
Right,
he
right,
can.
superpowers.
Yeah.
Whereas
I mean,
with
he can
Batman, it's like
withstand a Thanos
with-
punch.
Yeah,
you know,
like with Batman, it's still within the mortal realm. You know
Sure.
what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
no,
within
I
the
get you.
human capabilities of
Yeah.
things. I think Iron Man transcends the human capabilities,
Sure.
and that's why I can view him as a superhero. As soon as he steps out of the suit, though, he's no longer Iron
And you
Man,
know-
and he's no longer a superhero.
the MCU and Avengers get around this very easily because of the nanotech. So
Hmm.
Tony Stark is just always just walking around, and at any moment the suit takes over him.
Yeah, and
Which
it
is
has like
fucking crazy.
regenerative
Yeah.
powers in some. He has super. They've turned the tech
Yeah.
into like a superpower.
For sure, yeah.
With
That-
Batman,
that sense,
yeah.
yeah.
Whereas with
And I
Batman,
agree
the
with
tech
that.
is very realistic.
Yeah.
And so the tech is within like human realm and
Yeah.
understanding and capability, so it doesn't transcend into like that whole super.
It's not invented by a super genius.
Yeah,
it's
it's not
invented
a-
by
a
fucking
normal
Morgan
person.
Freeman.
Yeah, exactly.
Morgan Freeman is the one who invents this
Exactly.
shit, all of it. You know, like
Exactly.
please.
So
That's
there's
kind of one of the reasons why I love Batman so much.
Yeah, I love
It's like
it too.
just like how grounded That entire
Dude,
thing
I
is?
love Scarecrow as a villain.
Tanya's hilarious.
What is she saying? What's going
Also,
on?
Oogie Boogie.
Oh,
about
fuck
his
yeah,
brain?
Oogie Boogie.
What about his brain?
Wait, whose brain?
Oogie Boogie.
Penguin.
Wait, isn't Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before
Yup.
Christmas? What about him?
I don't know.
Well, what is his brain is thing,
Tanya's
right?
all over
It's
the place
like,
right now.
I like it. but
Yeah, no, it's an interesting debate to draw the line, but that would be my answer for Iron Man. Yeah, I would have
Who's
to.
your favorite hero, dude? Period.
Vegeta.
No, I mean,
Bro, come
of the
on.
real fucking hero, not
Vegeta.
DBZ, dude. He's not a fucking hero, dude. He's an anti-hero.
He's a hero.
No,
Or anti-hero, okay.
he's an anti. Oh, who's your favorite Western hero?
Superhero.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, who's your
Good
favorite
question.
Western hero?
Non-anime.
As a childhood, Spider-Man. As an
yeah,
adult,
Spider-Man is fun. The
I
new
don't
Spider-Man
know.
movie looks great.
Yeah?
The one with Mysterio.
Yeah, I love Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yeah.
dude. He's a baller.
I like
Growing,
Mysterio
growing up
too.
as a kid, Spider-Man was my go-to superhero. It was like classic, dude.
Yeah.
Be a normal person and then get bit by a spider, and now you have superpowers. And it's like your whole life changes. It's like the
And
dream.
it's like very relatable superpowers,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like he's a dumb kid and like a
yeah.
nerd.
As a child, man, that was like the dream.
Oh no, we have a friend.
Oh, we have a little Spider-Man in our.
We have a guest on the podcast.
If he bites you, will you turn into a mosquito?
Oh no, it's not a mosquito.
Oh, it's a
It's
crane.
a crane fly, so I'll be the crane
You'll be
man.
the crane.
the
Yeah,
crane
the
man.
Crane
man.
style.
So you're just mildly annoying and ineffective. That's your superpower.
Mildly annoying, just bumping into walls. It's like, hey, how's it going? Hey.
Dude, I'm into I don't know enough about him, and he's kind of like underdeveloped, I feel like, in a lot of ways,
Who?
but I like the Flash.
Oh, the Flash. Yeah, I remember you really were a big fan of the Flash.
I think the
he's
Flash
cool.
is like a really cool idea of like just super speed, but the whole idea of like he can go past the speed of light, and also his speed allows him to transcend time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he can go. I like that. That's such an interesting
It's-
like metaphysical.
Did you
They've
watch the
taken
TV
it to
show?
the next level.
Did you ever watch it?
I heard it's like a teen drama, dude. I wasn't interested.
It's very silly. It's very zany, but there's some cool stuff there for sure, man.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
like merit. Some
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
is this something where you recommend me to watch the whole series, or you
well-
recommend me to maybe like look a couple things up and read
It's like
about
the
it?
problem with it, man, is you have to watch all of it so you can find the merit in it, but majority of it is quite garbage. So
Oh, there's a little bit of a lag between when you see what we say in chat and when you reply, Tanya.
yeah,
That's
it's
why
like
we're a
30,
little bit off.
Yeah, it's like 30 to seconds to a
Yeah,
minute.
that's why, like, when you ask a question or something, we've probably moved past it already. But she clarified saying that when we were talking about villains who leave things up to chance, that she was referring to Oogie Boogie as one of those
Oh,
villains.
did he? I don't really.
I don't remember what he
What
did.
did he do?
Exactly.
Dude, I don't remember. I mean, I love Nightmare Before Christmas, but I haven't seen it since
Don't remember
I was
what-
very young.
Yeah.
What Oogie Boogie was
I'm actually
like?
going to
He was
Disneyland
pretty
again
cool.
this weekend.
Oh hell
which
yeah,
I'm
man!
pretty excited.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. It's very
I've bought into the mouse, dude. I don't care anymore. I don't fight it.
Did you sit on It's a Small World?
Not last time.
Well, you
we
gotta
went.
do it this time. bro.
So we went on like several different things, and I'm like, okay, next time we'll go on the things we didn't go on this time, and so
Yeah.
on and so forth.
nice,
But
man.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, why
Yeah.
not, dude? Why fight the mouse at this point,
Yeah.
dude? He
I
owns.
haven't been to Disneyland with Mary. That's one place we
Yeah,
haven't
You
gone.
should, man. It's good.
Wait, doesn't
Yeah.
she have a pass, or am I?
So she
mistaken
was
this?
really into Disneyland, and she would get like a
I
season
remember that,
pass
yeah.
every,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every year, you know.
Bro,
And then
I
this year
remember her
she
talking
didn't.
about it.
Yeah, so
Oh,
she didn't. This
bummer.
was like the first year
Does
in a
Tanya
while.
have
and she
one?
hasn't.
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember because Marianne had one.
Yeah,
David's girlfriend Stephanie has one.
yeah.
Amber has one.
Dude,
And,
all
this.
It's a
Disneyland
funny.
is like
It's a pattern. It's,
it's
a
a
funny
huge
pattern,
pattern.
man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
Dude, I mean, honestly, it's just so much money to invest in it.
It is.
But we went, and like when you're in it, we went like either a week or 2 weeks ago, and truly, like, you can't help but get in the spirit. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to buy the clothes and like do fun stuff, and we got matching shirts and like,
Nice.
it's just like
It's an
fun.
experience.
Yeah,
It's
really-
fun, man.
We went to
just
the
good
Blue
plain
Bayou.
fun.
That restaurant that's
Oh,
right at the
yeah,
Pirates
yeah.
of the Caribbean, like where you see, like,
Mhm.
you're right there. Dude, it was so cool.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
nice.
obviously expensive.
Yeah.
Because you're paying for the ambiance, but the food was actually really good.
Nice.
Like some nice filet mignon, some lobster,
Ooh.
this, that. Like, it was
Wow.
fucking really delicious.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get a Dole Whip, dude?
No, I don't care for Dole Whip. Yeah,
I love it. Did you get a beignet? A Mickey
Uh,
Mouse beignet?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a little fried donut thing.
No, I
It's
don't
really
get
nice.
that either.
You know, all of that merchandise there. That's
These are things you have to do
Yes,
this weekend, dude.
I
Oh yeah,
guess.
sit on a small. But all the merchandise there that's like extremely overpriced, over the top overpriced.
It
You
is.
could find the same exact pieces on the internet for
I know.
like less
Yeah,
than
but
half the price. You know.
I know. I'm
Like, if
well
there's
aware.
something
But
you
you're
see
getting
there-
it from the mothership.
I
man.
know. You see there's something and you're like, oh, I want this. This is so cool. Oh my god, it's $60. You get it for $10 online. Just go home that same day, order it on Amazon.
I am well aware, but the thing is, if I was sitting there on Amazon, why would I ever in my right mind buy it?
So you wouldn't buy it then either.
No, but I would because I'm not in my right mind at Disneyland.
Then
you not
that's
understand?
what. See, okay. Then that's an.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
there you go, dude.
It's you're out of your mind.
I'm out of my mind, bro. I'm literally, I obey the mouse.
do
The
you
mouse, like,
You like, but you like that. You like that. You
I
like-
loved it.
You love things that put you out of your mind.
yeah, of course,
So
dude.
does that say something about your mind?
That says something about me, dude, for sure.
What does that say about you? Want that? You know,
That my mind is a fucking trap.
it's a trap, dude.
It's
See,
a trap.
It makes you think.
Thoughts weaken the mind, homie.
This is what your mind has you saying. It has you saying things like, "When I hear myself talk, I just." realize that's your mind trapping you, bro. That's your mind trapping you, bro. Wake up.
No, man. I'd rather stay asleep. It's a small world, dude.
That was good timing. Anyways, boys, it's time.
Yeah, it's party time.
It's time. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around and watching. We appreciate all of your love, and we want to provide you with quality content, as I believe we have today.
So if you have suggestions for quality content that you think, you know, you look at us and you think, oh, you know, something's missing or something's lacking or this could be better or whatever. Or maybe you think we're doing great and you just want to tell us. Mail at thenextlvl.com.
Yep,
That's
and
it,
that's our
dude.
website, thenextlvl.com.
I should probably check mail at thenextlvl.com. Every once in
I
a-
was
I
wondering, do
do.
you check?
Yeah.
Do you
What
get
if
a
we-
notification?
what if we have
if
a
something
huge
comes
No,
out?
pile up
I
of-
don't get notifications. I have to check.
Like a huge pile of like sponsorships that are all expired now.
That would be funny.
Like, hey guys, we want to sponsor your new channel. We sponsor our new and upcoming channels. This was like 4 or 5 months ago. Like
Years ago,
last
bro.
year.
I just ignore it. Spam.
Yeah. Oh God.
Dude, Marianne is right. You do things, buy things, and enjoy yourself at Disneyland.
the happiest
Yeah,
place
you don't
on
need to
earth.
worry about anything, man.
It's
You just
magical.
fucking chill out with the Mickey Mouse.
How many strollers are inside of Disneyland? at
Bro.
one time?
You know they have
Countless.
new rules for the strollers.
They
they-
fucking should have a lot
you
of
can't- They have
rules.
to be a certain height. You can't do this, that.
I agree.
Some of the things I didn't know about Disneyland was one of the things actually is that they have professional photographers there.
Yep.
So if you have the annual pass and like certain levels of it, you can like
one of the
stand at certain
features.
spots, and there are professional photographers that take your picture and upload it like within like 30 minutes
Cool.
to your account, and you can like use those.
part of the
you know, like,
access.
it's actually pretty fucking cool, dude. That's a pretty good idea.
Very nice.
You know, they have some nice ideas, but you
Yeah.
know, the mouse is like, haha, that's a joy.
Yeah.
Oh, Minnie.
How about that?
All right.
All right.
well,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks.
Subscribe.
Again. Yeah.
Cool.
We're good.
I'm gonna hop out of here.
Sounds perfect.
Let's call it a day.
Today is Thursday evening, so there's one day left to a hard working week. For those of us that don't work weekends, although I work Sundays, so
But your
it's
Saturdays
okay.
are
Saturdays, yeah. Everybody have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful
Do
Friday.
you work out
tomorrow.
at all on Saturdays, or you
Yeah.
just don't do anything?
No, honestly, I would love for the Saturday to be like a do nothing day, but it just can't be possible for it to be like that because there's just everything that I don't do throughout the week, I do on Saturday.
You want to work out on Saturdays?
So, possibly, dude. Let me tell you, the answer is yes, I want to.
I mean,
Right. But there's just